space attracts space, so I'm asking you, can you define space?
Yeah, just like an expanse, I guess.
Just
Space,
like
an area.
an expanse.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me, or
like a region?
are you serious?
An area, an expanse. You don't know
All
what
right.
space is, bro?
Percentage.
All right,
Percentage,
percentage, I'm not gonna sit here and do word games with you. Are you fucking serious?
You're the one asking what does space
No.
mean?
No, it's a troll, Baked. He's mocking gravity, coming up with this troll game that he's playing, trying to reverse things and make this stupid shit by like mirroring gravity in some ways and in other ways making stupid twists to it to support his own stupid claim. It's really stupid.
It has as much evidence as gravity. Lo and behold.
Sad, pathetic.
See, this is his point. He's saying my bullshit has just as much evidence as gravity. That's the point that he's trying to make unsuccessfully.
No, I've made it very successfully.
No, you haven't.
Baked. Dude.
Yes.
The ultimate and simplest definition of space is the distance between two objects.
What if there are no objects?
Oh my god, you fucking idiot.
No, honestly, what if there are no objects?
Let's actually consider that hypothetical. What if there are no objects?
Go on, Laurie.
Yeah, what if there are no objects? What then percentage?
And it's just an empty area, right? That's why I'm like, you don't have to. Everyone knows what space is. It's a dumb question to ask.
No, stop doing
that.
this shit. I asked you to define it. Stop doing these word game bullshit. I asked you to define it.
Yeah, and I defined it. What's wrong with my definitions of it being like an empty area or an expanse or
an empty area?
Well, I've got questions.
Well, go ahead, Baked.
One is going to be
answer what's wrong with my definition because he's criticizing my definition. So go ahead, Baked. What's wrong with the definition I gave you for the word that need not be defined?
Look. So an empty area. Shut the percent per cuntage. Look, an empty area. You're not. I'm asking you. So, what can you define an empty area?
Yeah, space.
You just did a circular argument. Stop playing fucking word games. Yeah, I asked you to define this. I asked you to define space. Then you said an empty area. Then I asked you to define an empty area, and you said space. So stop fucking playing word games.
What's hard to understand?
Yeah, that's not a word game. You wanted a definition, and he gave you a definition of a definition.
He gave me a circular
space.
He gave me a circular definition. I asked him for a definition.
Nate, can I give you some advice? Stop asking him questions and tell him what's wrong with what he's saying.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
He's already said enough to do this.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
Shut the... All right, go ahead. Go ahead, percentage.
You haven't had a lot to deal with percentage in the
what
past.
Did Laurie asked, what if there's no objects? Laurie, what was your response? Or was that it?
So sorry.
You asked a question.
I think percentage said. Yeah, I think percentage said something. Maybe if you didn't hear it, Kimo, maybe that's part of your problem, or maybe
yeah. So I just said, what is your response to what percentage said?
What's my response? I asked the question, so
he gave a response. You just said he gave a response. So what's your response?
Yes, he gave a response. That's my response.
Your response?
I'm not really sure why I have to answer the question that I asked.
All right, Laurie, stop being silly. All right, fine.
So, Kimo, what's your response, Kimo?
No,
what
obviously, he didn't hear your response. So he's saying what?
Yeah, he didn't need to hear my response. So what's your response, Kimo?
No, Laurie, you didn't.
No, but we are asking you. We are all interested.
The question was
asked. We have a deep mass of people waiting.
The simplest definition was provided, and it was space between two objects, the area between two objects. I said, what if there are no objects?
And then Laurie said, what if there are no objects?
Yeah, that's what Laurie said. Laurie said, what if there's no objects?
If it's empty, is it still space?
Well, like I said, but Laurie was going to get
That's a question to Bacana. If
What's
it's
the question?
empty, is it still space?
Yes, there's space.
Okay, so
How-
space itself is basically nothing. Now,
No, 'cause
things
we
can
know-
be in space. Shut up. Things can be in space. Things in space can have properties and qualities. What properties and qualities does empty space itself have?
Okay, I'll
And
direct
why?
you to the video that I posted about an hour ago by Veritasium.
Will
saying that
not.
empty space is not in
Will
fact
not.
empty.
We don't
No.
want to hear a fucking video.
You're not going to direct me to a video, especially a video that's going to talk to me about things that are in the space.
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
quantum
know about the
fluctuation. Empty
space.
space colloquially
Shut the
called
fuck up
empty
for a
space is not
second.
empty.
Procontage, shut up and listen.
Go ahead,
I
bro.
want to know about the space itself, not shit in it. Go.
What about it? What
Define
about
it. Let's go. Let's go. Frontage. Let's go. What is it? Define it. Let's go.
What is what? The empty space
Yes.
Yes, what properties does the empty space have?
has none.
Then how
Find
does it
it.
attract shit?
I was about to say, how
Thank
is it
you. Thank you.
acting
Because
space
within the empty
then?
space is what's called empty space is quantum fluctuations, which have 0-point energy. So the theory is that
No.
Oh,
No.
fuck off!
For fuck's.
you
So
guys
in
disagree
other
with
words-
quantum
This is over. This is done.
Yeah.
So
I'm
in
sorry.
other words,
Curved.
yeah.
Wait, Laurie.
This-
Laurie, hang on, guys. I explained to this to him 25 minutes ago. Unless you can get to negative 272 Kelvin, right? Or Celsius, whatever. If I fucked up, oh well. Unless you can get there and ignore Bose-Einstein condensates, which happened just before that, you cannot have 0-point energy. So shut up about
Hold
it.
up, you're claiming that quantum fluctuations only happen at negative 272 degrees Kelvin?
No, they happen prior to that. And that's
Okay.
where your problem is. With a
How?
quantum fluctuation means you've got both mass and energy doing something.
I disagree.
Curved, I just want to applaud you on your renaming of Pocantage to Pocantage. It fits really well.
Dude, to have 0-point energy means that it comes from nothing. You realize that, right?
Not
Is that
necessarily.
with a K?
Yeah.
It obviously doesn't come from nothing because energy can either be created or destroyed.
Boom! There you go. You can't have 0-point energy. Well done. Thank you very
Well,
much.
you can, it's not coming from nothing.
You
Quantum
exactly.
fluctuations aren't coming
You
from nothing.
just
So now
debunked
you're saying
yourself.
that this colloquially called empty space is not in fact empty.
We can
No,
do
you-
that a little more calmly.
0-point
And
energy.
we can do it a little further from our microphone.
No
The
one's
backpedal is
complaining,
hilarious.
Curve. Nothing wrong with his mic.
Wait,
Goodness
look,
sakes.
look, hang on. Look, percentage, you have just doubled down on debunking your fucking self. You just said energy cannot be destroyed or gained, right?
Or destroyed, yes.
Therefore, you can't have 0-point.
Define 0-point.
0-point energy is at 272 negative Celsius.
I don't know that's
You
accurate.
cannot
Can you
get
substantiate that?
you cannot get there.
Can you
You have
substantiate
to
that? You have to have that temperature for 0-point energy.
Seriously, you're the one who's been proselytizing this for a couple of fucking hours, and I've explained to you why you can't. Because
You're
at
making a positive
271,
claim that you have to have
hang
that
on.
temperature. Can you
hang
substantiate?
on. At 271, there's a slight problem. Shit's still excited, and we can't get below that. It's not possible.
Okay,
You're
do you
trying
have
to
any
explain.
positive evidence for your claim that you
Yes, they did it on the ISS.
272 degrees Kelvin for 0-point energy to exist. That you won't have any 0-point energy before that.
Well, that's the whole premise of 0-point energy. What's the 0-point?
That's why I'm asking you to define it. You're saying it's energy.
No,
that you
you're
get at
the one with the
272 degrees.
claim.
Can you
This
substantiate
is, yeah, you're saying 0-point. What's 0-point?
That's what my question was for you. Are you trying to like
No,
avoid
you're
answering
the
it
one
now?
with the claim, though.
provide-
What's
you
0-point?
provided a
I
claim
explained it
with
to
no
you.
evidence.
I
sounded
explained
cool.
it.
Dav, it sounded cool, so he went with it.
Yeah. He doesn't know what 0 point means. And that's
Bro,
why
you're the
he's
one that's
lost.
making the claim, and you haven't substantiated it whatsoever.
Hang on. How have I made a claim?
You claim that you only have 0 point energy at that exact temperature.
No. I explained to you why you can't have it.
What do you mean? You said you have to have negative 272 degrees Kelvin for you to have 0
Yeah,
point
I
energy.
said you can't have
Two
0
things are
point
mutually
energy
inclusive.
unless you can get to negative 272 Celsius. Therefore, it's not a positive claim in your books.
No, the reason it's called 0 point is it has nothing to do with the temperature.
What?
Okay? The temperature could affect it, but it's not like an absolute.
Hang
that you
on,
have to
hang
have
on,
negative
hang on,
272
hang on.
degrees Kelvin.
Percentage, you just fucked up again. It's got
No,
nothing to do with temperature, but temperature can affect it. Then it does have something to do with it. You're
Yeah,
a
but it's not-
loser.
It's not like it doesn't hinge on a specific temperature, negative 272 degrees Kelvin. You haven't shown any substantiation for that.
Don't make me start Googling, mate, because you're going to lose real fucking hard.
The idea is I believe the reason they call it 0 point energy is because
What caliber is a
in
102
total,
AK?
hold on, let me answer the question. In total, there's
Yeah,
a
an
net
AK
zero amount of
102, what
kinetic energy.
caliber is it?
So again, in total, there's a net zero amount of kinetic energy from these quantum fluctuations.
Hey,
That's
Percentage, what caliber is a 102 AK?
Look at you diverting.
Yeah, that's what you do, mate. An AK 102, even with the collapsible stock, what
And now
caliber
you're
is
saying
it?
that you're gonna Google it, but you haven't Googled it. You're diverting to a new topic.
It's
Yeah,
7-Eleven. 7-Eleven caliber.
Percentage, we have just proved you to be a complete and utter po.
Sure
You are
have.
full of
So
fucking shit.
again,
You don't even know what
substantiation
0
for
point
your claim
energy is.
That 0 point energy is only at negative 272 degrees Kelvin. The vacuum has to be at that temperature.
Negative 272 Celsius.
You said Kelvin.
I corrected myself if you didn't listen.
You can't get negative 272 Kelvin. And
There
it's
you go.
273 is absolute zero Kelvin, right?
Which is why
And-
today's 0 point energy.
273 Celsius.
Yes,
negative
CB,
273.
I'm about to start beer number 8.
But 0 point energy, the zero in 0 point energy is not the zero in absolute zero.
I mean, percentage, does the Dunning-Kruger effect, do you ever feel cringy at yourself for doing this kind of shit? Or
I
no?
mean, it is a related thing.
Look, it is
with
cringy
0 Kelvin.
because it's as cringy as gravity. Actually, it's less cringy because it makes more sense than gravity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because gravity
wow.
is fully explained by it.
But that's not the zero, is it?
No, that's the
new to me.
retard.
No, the zero is the sum total of your guys' IQs.
Well, they're
That's
related
right.
because,
I was counting on-
bro.
because
driving how
temperature
many
is
times-
kinetic energy, and
percentage,
0
I
point
was
energy
counting
is
while
the
driving how
minimum
many
amount
times
of
these
kinetic
cunts
energy.
are calling you a name.
Or
It
not just
seems
kinetic
every
energy.
sentence they call you a
energy.
name.
Yeah, man, that's all they can do. You know, small minds talk about people.
It's truly, truly amazing that they're adults.
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay.
Coming from Montreal.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is fucking La La Land boy going, oh, from adults.
But you can't talk without insulting somebody. That shows your lack
And
of
neither
intellect.
can you hypocrite.
Montreal, why don't
Percentage
you
is
talk
making
for a
circles
minute
around you
without
guys,
insulting anybody?
Oh, I'll insult you right well if you insult me, but I'll be polite. But with percentage, you never
Why don't
insult
you?
guys.
I'm asking
All
you
you do
right
is
now.
yell.
Can you go for a minute? Can you? I'm Montreal. I'm asking you for a minute. Can you go without insulting anybody?
I always do that, unless you insult me.
All right. How about 5 minutes? 5
I
minutes.
don't need to prove anything.
I'm gonna time
I
it
don't need
right
to.
now. I'm gonna time it right now. Can you go 5 minutes without insulting anybody?
If they don't insult me, yeah.
He can't do that because the moment they prove him wrong, he'll insult them.
Exactly. I'm not.
You
I'm
never
talking
prove
about.
me wrong. How am I gonna insult you?
Yeah,
You never
yeah.
prove
They
me
never.
wrong.
Nobody ever proves me wrong. I mean, can you? Like, come
Dude,
on.
I proved you wrong with fucking rail guns.
You proved me wrong with railguns. You don't even know how they
Yeah,
worked, if I
2
remember
fucking
correctly.
years ago. That's how bad your memory is.
Montreal, you don't even know how you don't even know basic vector addition. So don't talk to anybody about how they don't know how. Oh, you don't know how railguns work and blah blah blah. I'm so smart because, like, you don't even know basic fucking math. So shut the fuck up.
You see what you guys
Big
do.
Brain said that
You
he's so smart. You know
triggered
he's doing
bunch
an
of little
imitation.
bitches.
So what was
And
the
there you go. He didn't go 5
Mhm.
minutes.
There
That's
you go.
because you insulted me first, you little bitch.
No, that
no
wasn't
one
the
actually.
problem.
Yeah.
I stated a fact.
Insult.
How
What
did you
was the
find an
insult?
insult, Essie?
What was the
It was
insult?
he
Is it?
couldn't resist. He couldn't resist it.
I told you
Oh,
to
is
shut
it?
up. That's not an insult. I just told you to shut up.
And you
Oh,
think
he
you're
said
gonna
he
get
gave
away
you
with
the
that, you
basic
little
math.
schmuck?
Saying that you can't do basic math is an insult that requires you to call us bitches.
No, I think the mockery was the insult, the imitation.
Yeah, but that was the thing. He couldn't. He could not stave it off for 5 fucking minutes.
Listen, you little
What
bitches.
mockery?
I grew up
There
on the
you go.
sidewalk.
I think he could, but he
There
chose
you
not
go.
Little
I
bitches like
didn't even
you.
insult him, and now
was
he's
told
calling.
he was
bitch.
told to shut up, and then he came back calling us bitches because he was told to shut up. That's not an insult.
The way I grew up, you guys wouldn't last 5 minutes on the streets. You'd get your
Oh,
sorry you had such a bad
Montreal.
time.
Oh
your
my
asses fucking
god!
handed
Get
to
the
you
fuck
left,
Well,
right,
out
and
of
center.
here!
Well,
You
it's a good
little
thing we're not on
fucking
the
savage.
streets.
Oh my god.
You're
We got
It's a good-
Canadian Grim going now.
It's a good
Yeah.
thing we're not on the streets, then, isn't it?
No, but that's the
Where
thing.
all your
But-
knuckle draggers live. You
Yeah, I
sell
want
things
to
with
know,
your fists.
Montreal. If you were on the streets and I had a fucking crowbar, how long would you fucking last?
Depending on what I had, you little bitch.
You have to go down to his level.
Yeah, you
Well,
little.
no, that's the thing. I'm allowed
I saw
to because
you on the street. I'd pick you up with my garbage truck and haul you away.
You
So
see,
he
this is
lasted
the
about
level
30
of punks
seconds.
we have. You guys are probably losers in real life. You never got a beating. You don't know what it's like to be a man. And you come
Shut
here and you
the
act
fuck
tough.
up. Nobody cares.
Okay.
Just shut up.
So enough of this nonsense. Why don't we get
Yeah.
on with something of substance?
I just have to
You guys-
notify
you guys
was
admit that
Rich.
ad
I'm
homs are
at,
nonsense when they come from a flat earther, but you guys do it all the time.
That's not getting on with substance.
hang on, I need to talk to Woz. I'm at rich levels of drunkenness right now.
All right, let me know when to mute you.
Well, I've been successful so far, so I'm good.
Oh, can you leave it up to me to decide when to mute you then?
No, Chemo's already had a go, but he released me.
I want to see how long you're going to go without calling percentage per cuntage.
Well, we can't. That's his name.
Hey, Montreal, can you do basic vector addition or no? Is that a yes or a no?
11 vectors. 4 million miles an hour.
Montreal, can you do basic vector addition, yes or no? It's a fucking simple question.
I
Don't
told
expect answers.
Can you do it or not? Yes or no?
in your fantasy, do all vectors add up as one?
That's
Yes.
a no.
Literally, you can
That's
have
a
an
no.
infinite number of vectors that add up to one. Yes.
There you go. So I can do your vector addition.
Shut the fuck up. I'm asking you a simple question. Let me give you. All right. SE Montreal, I'm asking you for real. Can you do vector addition? Yes or no?
Shut the fuck up, asshole.
Pretty sure his behavior has already answered that. You don't have to keep asking him.
He's a complete fucking idiot. And he called me. He was in here calling me a dumbass. And this motherfucker can't even do basic fucking like addition. And he's calling me a dumbass.
Do you want some Do you want some history on
You are a
Montreal?
dumb
Apparently, he's been doing astronomy for 40 years, and he still thinks the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
You
fucking dumbass.
Baked beans. Can you do vector addition between non-parallel?
Yeah. Give me some vectors per cuntage. Give me some vectors. I'll add them up for you right now. Give me them.
All right. Okay. So you have one vector, let's say 30, going at a 25-degree angle east. southeast.
No,
Okay.
no. Okay, so now we're doing
going
angles.
up at 100 degrees. Okay. With a value of
25
7.
degrees is not
Are we in
southeast.
what space are we on? Are we in 3D space? You're saying it's 30 degrees. Are we in 2D space? What fucking how many elements do the vectors have?
Dude, just 2.
Oh,
What's a vector, you fucking moron? Tell us what a vector is.
You tell me, Montreal. Tell me.
I have memes of vectors. You tell me what a vector is, you idiot, since you brought it up. Go. I bet you don't know.
Montreal, you fucking idiot. You came in here and started telling me I'm a fucking idiot. Tell me what it is then.
You're a
You're
fucking
so smart.
idiot by
You're a
trade.
smart
You were
ass.
born a fucking idiot.
You're
What
a
is it?
smart ass, Montreal. Tell me what it is. Tell me what a vector
I'm
is.
the one that made you.
What?
Percentage just demonstrated he doesn't know.
Yeah, but hang on. What happened to Montreal? He just broke.
I forget vectors. Percentage didn't get cardinal directions right.
Oh, hang on.
Big
It's got
brain.
direction,
What's a vector? Big brain. Look
direction
it up.
and
Google it.
magnitude. Oh my god, we know what a vector is.
Yeah, I was just saying the angle and the magnitude. I didn't say anything about the azimuthal.
No, it's not an angle; it's a direction.
You said like 20-something
I was
degrees
talking about-
southeast. That doesn't work.
All right.
I said 23 degrees from east to southeast. It doesn't have to, that doesn't mean that azimuthally. I'm
What do
saying
you want me to do with them?
southeast
What do you
is
have? 2
23
vectors.
degrees out of the
Okay. What do
360
you want me to
I'm
do with
saying
them?
out of a right
Okay.
angle, it's 23 degrees.
Okay, I'll admit I misheard you. That's just a very strange way to give a direction.
I don't think you misheard him. He fucked up.
Yeah,
Sure,
he
I know.
fucked up.
Could
It's
be either way.
up,
You're either
right,
wrong or
mate.
very strange. I'll give you.
But
either
anyways,
one.
you have
Yeah.
the cardinal directions east. So one of them is 23 degrees south from east. Okay, that's the direction, or and then the
23
magnitude of that.
degrees
I
south
believe I
from-
said like.
Why would you
20
give a direction like that? That's just weird.
Because I'm giving him a hard. It's not going to be easy.
It's not hard. It's just weird.
That's fine.
Why would you like? Do you understand that vectors are not necessarily directions on a compass? Like, do you understand that or
Yeah,
no?
Yeah,
not
a
proving the
vector-
direction on the compass. That's exactly the same misunderstanding that the other dude had, and I cleared it up. So can you please pay attention?
Hang on. Have you worked in a 3-coordinate system with a quadratic equation? Because that's not how you fucking
All right,
do it.
Davros,
Percentage.
stop. Percent.
understand
Get through you.
what I'm
Percent.
saying?
Get through your
Magnitude direction.
Percent. Get through your question to Beans with the angle because I was listening and you just got interrupted. You didn't even finish the question. Yeah.
So it's. I don't even remember what I said the first time.
So
So
you
let's
said
say
23
magnitude is 30,
degrees.
23 degrees south from east. Okay, from the east cardinal direction. All right.
He's listening. Go on.
And then you have another magnitude going another magnitude, let's say of 70, and we'll say that one is 87 degrees north of west.
All right. Can you give them to me in coordinates, or do I have to do a bunch of fucking math to get?
Fuck.
Like, can you
No,
give
I
me?
gave you the vectors. I gave you the magnitude and the direction. Now calculate what the net vector is.
All right. I'm gonna have to, look this shit up.
So you don't know how to do it.
All right. Let me ask you this.
So you're being a hypocrite
percentage.
because you were asking the other dude about adding vectors, and you can't add vectors yourself.
You understand percentage? Do you understand that most of the time when you give a vector, you give it in coordinate? Like you give it, say, 1, 2. Okay, 2-dimensional vector, 1 and 2. Okay, those are the elements that make up the position of that particular vector.
those are
Do you
points.
understand
Those
that or
aren't
no?
vectors.
Sorry, what?
Those are coordinate points. They're not vectors.
That is a vector. A
No,
coordinate point
no,
is a vector. It's a direction. For fuck's
Between the
sake.
points, maybe. But if you just give 1 point only, that's not a vector.
That's why he asked for 2.
Nobody said one.
That's
I
that would
told
be one
you.
vector then.
Nobody fucking said one vector. I told you. Say, for example, 1, 2. Tell me the magnitude of that vector. Actually, percent. Tell me it.
More than one way to represent a vector. Both of them work. One's just easier to work with.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So
write down the stuff that I gave you, though.
percentage. Are you gonna do it or not? Are you gonna tell me the vector, the magnitude?
I don't know that we got the magnitude of the first one.
Are you
but
going
whatever.
to?
Magnitude of the first one was 30.
Are you gonna tell me the magnitude of the vector of 1, 2? That's the coordinates. Are you gonna tell me the magnitude or no?
The magnitude of the... Okay, hold up. First, you got to answer the question that I gave you. I already provided you all the information. Second, after you do that, then you could clearly ask your question, and I'll answer it. All right? You have my word.
All right, I'm gonna have to get fucking a goddamn You're 23 degrees and shit. I'm gonna have to get a goddamn fucking graphing calculator out and all this kind of shit.
Yeah,
Go
mate,
fuck
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
How about that?
I'm sorry, but the term vector is described in a fucking kid's cartoon called Despicable Me. It's direction and fucking magnitude. He didn't explain the direction or the magnitude. He didn't give you a coordinate. He didn't give you a value. He didn't give you shit.
He was just being awkward about it.
I mean, 23 degrees, like, I can't do that shit in my head. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to have to get a goddamn graphing calculator out. Go fuck yourself. I mean, there's no... Hey, tell me the sine of 23 degrees percentage.
Sine of 23 degrees?
Yeah, tell me it right now. Tell me it right now. What is it?
Unintelligible question.
What? You've got an angle?
It depends on what you're trying to figure out.
A fucking triangle.
You don't even understand. He's too fucking dumb to understand.
No, it's SOHCAHTOA. It depends on what.
What are the three?
It depends on what that side
Percentage. What are the three things with a triangle? Sine, cos, and tan. You didn't even fucking know. You idiot.
I just said the adjacent, the opposite, and the hypotenuse. What do you think? And I said SOHCAHTOA. What the fuck do you think that means? You can't just give one side, not say which side it is, and ask for what it is.
Because you expect us to.
Because you could do sine, cos, or tan on it. So you can't just give one.
Yes, you can. He asked the sine. He didn't ask for cos or tan.
Yeah, sine, 23 degrees. Let's hear it. What is it?
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you. I thought you were talking about what the actual.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, what is it? Sine of 23 degrees. What is it?
I'd have to calculate it, man.
Yeah. Bullshit.
How would you calculate that?
What you're talking about?
Again, how would you calculate that?
I've got it.
With a calculator.
0.390731128848.
Thank you, Davros. Thank you.
Well, no, because these guys are too fucking slow, and I'm the fucking drunk one.
It's okay, right?
I'm pretty sure you're not the only one who's not sober.
And percentage doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, honestly, did you take trigonometry or are you just making up?
I got a different answer. I
along?
got negative 0.8.
Negative.
Yeah, why did you do that?
Negative 0.8.
I can tell you why you got that. Why you calculated that and got that.
He went 360.
Oh my god, dude!
He got that because he Googled sine 23, and that's the first answer that
I actually didn't Google it. I used the calculator.
Wait. How would it ever hang on, number? How the fuck would that ever be a negative number, you dumbass percent? Like, you are so fucking stupid, and you don't even realize it.
It's what the calculator says.
Oh, that's what the calculator says. Hey, let me tell you this.
Are you sure about what's being calculated, though?
What I say is you're a fucking dumbass. That's what I say. How about that? You're a fucking idiot, percent.
Sorry, mine's different.
But no, really.
You want to tell me how it's wrong?
Yeah,
no, it's right, but you've got your units wrong. It's sine of 23 watts.
Yeah, I posted it. There it is. Thank you very much. You don't even know how to Google, for fuck's sake.
Percent, seriously, it gets cringy. At a certain point,
Now, this is an easy mistake if you're not familiar with trig. A lot of trig calculators use radians instead of degrees. So if you just put stuff in blindly and accept whatever spits out without being familiar with it.
Why would it ever be a negative number, though? Why would it ever be a negative?
Because the sine function goes negative half the time. But he's doing radians and didn't know it.
So yeah, now you guys know the default fish.
Nah. The sine of 23 degrees, you can put it in radians. It's not going to be negative.
Sine of 23 radians is negative.
It is.
Yeah, but it's not what you asked
yeah.
for.
23 radians. I mean, shit. I don't know what that is. I'm talking about if you convert 23 degrees to radians, it's not going to be negative.
Right, because then you're calculating the same angle. He was doing a different angle without knowing it.
We're not converting 23 degrees to 23 radians. That's not what's being done.
Why would you? Anyway,
He just put in 23 and didn't know what units the calculator was using.
The calculator uses radians by
I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
We were using degrees, not radians. Fuck!
I have to laugh at this percent. Honestly, at a certain point, it gets like cringy.
Because do you know why they use
that's an
radians?
understandable error for a beginner to make.
Slacker, stop it.
I mean, a beginner, like, did he ever take like basic trigonometry or?
Well,
no,
actually, I want to know if any of these people
What's
learned
that?
what pi is.
Did you ever take basic trigonometry?
Of course.
Do you
So
remember it is the real question.
So you believe that sine of 23 degrees would be a negative number?
No,
Only
this
measured
is-
in
this has
radians.
already been covered. The calculator that I'm using, the default calculator for fish, is in radians. So I just put sine 23, and that's what it came up.
And that's your mistake.
Yeah, due to your unfamiliarity with trig,
And I already
you
said
forgot
the
and
way
didn't
the
learn
way I
to
was
begin
doing it
with.
was
You just
calculated.
trusted the number blindly. That's fine.
No,
But
but
the way I was going to do it was to calculate it.
this is
Yeah, but that was the thing.
If I wanted to actually do the trigonometry of it, I could have done that.
Well,
No,
that was
you
the
would need
thing.
more
information.
You're also
You'd need
doing it
more
on a
than
radial.
just that.
Yeah, but percentage. Once you've done it in radians, you're doing it on what's known as a radial arc. You understand that, right?
Yeah, you're talking about like the full 360 degrees.
Yeah, and we're only working with
in terms of arc
180.
seconds and
And-
stuff.
Yeah, we're only working with 180, and that's where you made the fail.
I don't know about that.
So
Well,
the thing is
triangle.
that
Hang on,
The
Bake.
fail was that it defaulted to radians.
Yeah, you went times 2, basically. Right? Because with a triangle, you've only got 180 degrees, right?
what? I mean, no. Look. I think he completely just did not have any fucking clue what he was doing. He just typed
Yeah,
in sine.
we're trying to help here. We're trying to help. We're trying to make people understand stuff.
All right.
Yeah, so triangle on a flat surface, 180. No denying that. It's not possible to do anything else unless you put it on a curved surface. Now, the fact that you basically went to, I think it's pi r squared times 2 or some shit like that, that's where the radians came in, because you turned it into a spherical object rather than a fucking triangle.
How would you ever get a fucking negative number? How would you ever look at a negative
are
number?
overthinking.
Hold on. Excuse me. Percentage, don't interrupt me. Percentage, don't fucking interrupt me. How would you ever look at a negative number and be like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll say that. Yeah, whatever, negative, whatever the fuck you said, like negative 20 or something. Like,
again, it's not hard to understand. The default setting on this fish calculator is radians. So I put sine 23, it came out to the radian value, which is negative whatever it was. It's not hard to understand. There's no pi r squared calculation that I did or anything like that.
You don't know the default settings on your calculator.
Yes, I don't, because it's a fish terminal calculator. Do you know what that is?
It's a what terminal calculator?
Fish terminal calculator, the default calculator on fish terminal. Do you know what that is?
On fish terminal.
Yes, exactly.
In other words, it's a fucking calculator with scientific functions.
Is that a Linux? You're talking about terminal. Is that a Linux terminal calculator?
It's just a calculator with scientific function. That's all baked. He's just being stupid.
No, actually, Baked is smarter than you on this one. It's a Linux terminal. Yes.
Yeah, it's a calculator with scientific functions, you dick.
And you thought a negative number for sine of 23 degrees would be appropriate. You thought that would be appropriate.
I just plugged it into the calculator.
Oh, you just plugged it into the calculator, right?
Incorrectly.
Anyway, Kurt, I mean, look, percentage. You really, at a certain point, it gets cringy. Like honestly,
I didn't claim that I can, that I was going to work it out and stuff like that doing the trigonometry, because if I did, I would need more information to do the SOHCAHTOA.
You
I would
had
need
the
another side or
information.
what have you, right?
You just substitute
I only
values.
had one side, and
no, you didn't even have a side. You only had a degree. All you do is substitute values. Thing is, it doesn't matter how big the triangle is. That degree still stays the same.
Sure, I guess I could have just made up the sides, the amounts of
yeah, you could have made up 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, but
right?
I said I was just going to
You
calculate.
don't need sides to do just one trig function. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. He was going to complicate it. If he just turned the triangle into a 3, 4, 5 and had one angle at 23, that would have changed his 3, 4, 5, right?
You can't
if you didn't have a triangle, how would you figure it out the sine of 23
angle
without a calculator?
Because clearly you don't know what you're talking about. Sine function is used for more than just triangles. Used for angles in general.
No, I'm saying
you
how
don't
would
need
you
a
do it on
triangle.
paper without a calculator if you didn't use like a triangle to figure it out?
You either memorize it because you don't just straight up calculate trig functions, or you look it up in a table.
Okay, so neither you can. So you're basically saying that you can't figure it out alone without doing it with a triangle. So you're agreeing with me, Davros.
All right, look, percentage. I draw a circle around the triangle, and the hypotenuse intersects the circle at a certain point, and I know that point, and it happens to be 1. What is the sine of this triangle?
What? You need more information, bro.
No, dude. Anyway, I may have explained it wrong. It is actually possible that I explained it wrong. But let me ask you this. So I have a circle that is centered at the origin. All right, percentage. And I
think you're the last person to be testing me, considering you couldn't add the vectors.
Percentage. You are the one that could not add vectors. Let me ask you this, percentage. All right, I give you vector. I give you 2 vectors, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Add them.
I could.
Go
That's
ahead.
only one vector. 1,
2, and 3, 4. Add them.
Oh, from 0 point, you're saying?
What are you talking about? From 0 point? I'm telling you to add them. 1,
yeah,
2. You have 2 two-dimensional.
0 to 1, 2.
No. Stop interrupting me. You have 2 two-dimensional vectors. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Add them up.
Yeah, and I'm asking you, are these 1, 2? Is that from 0, 0? Like that's the vector, 0, 0 to 1, 2, and then 0, 0 to 3, 4.
What are you talking about? Of course they're. Of course you have to make them relative to the origin. What the fuck are you talking about?
All right, I'm just making sure.
You could have a vector. Percentage. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, okay, this is what I'm talking about. You could have a vector from 1, 2.
He's just not familiar
2, 3,
with the
4,
terminology.
correct?
That's all.
But I'm just saying, like,
Baked brains. You can have a vector from 1, 2 to 3, 4, correct?
No, wrong.
You can't have a vector from another point other than
That's not the standard way of defining a vector.
That's why I had to make sure, because you never know with this guy.
Most people aren't trying to.
They're all.
If it's not specified, then yes, of course it's from 0.
All right, fine. I'll give you that. Yeah, sure. I guess you could. I don't know why the hell you would ever do that, but sure, you could have it defined from, the point, whatever, 3, 5 or some shit. I'm telling you, they're defined from the origin, like every other fucking vector that anybody has pretty much ever seen. And that's how they're defined. So we have a vector, two-dimensional vectors, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Add them up for me, percentage.
All right. Let me work on it.
Let you work on it.
Can I have this for a brief second, Baked? Just a little. Because percentage, I'm wondering when SE was talking about the 13 vectors of it all and adding them into one. Why did you bring up spherical ones? Why were your examples spherical vectors?
They weren't
spherical.
You literally brought up degrees of south and got it wrong. It had to
That's
be
just the angle.
Yeah, that's an
No,
angle.
they were 2D,
angle
so they
from
were
the cardinal
circular.
No, percent. Don't deflect. I want you to add them up. I told you two.
All right, let me work on it. I
Two-dimensional.
was just addressing someone that was addressing me. You guys go ahead and conversate.
Vectors, two-dimensional. One is 1, 2, and the other one is 3, 4. Add them up.
Well, how much work do you need to do? He made it as easy as possible, unlike you.
Exactly.
I mean, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm gonna have to actually make the lines and see what it's
just
add them together. Okay. Yes, I don't know how to do it exactly.
Okay, you're unfamiliar with it due to being completely out of practice. That's okay.
I think it was like F equals.
You don't know how to.
I don't know exactly how to do it.
Oh, damn! I didn't know that, dude. All right. I mean, percent. Are you fucking serious?
Of course I am.
Most people don't use math, so they forget everything they learned about it. That's not too strange.
Well, I mean, it's not really, but he's claiming that he calls all of us dumbasses and we don't know anything and we're all dumbasses and all this kind of shit. I'm just asking him a basic thing. Hey, you got two vectors. Hey, add them up. What's the answer? And he doesn't know shit.
I'm working on it. Yeah. Didn't I say that?
You're working on it.
Stop interrupting me. Let me work.
You're working on it. Wow.
Yeah, I'm graphing it out right now.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Well, how hard is that? No. The real thing here isn't that you could get it wrong or you could have forgotten it. The real thing is that you haven't a clue how you're supposed to do it, and you're not saying that. You're literally just saying you're working on it because you think it's a difficult problem. And that means you Google.
Yeah, it's very simple. Very, extremely simple.
Well, I have to brush up on it because it's been a while.
Oh, you have to brush up on it. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure you could have found a calculator on Google faster than this, though, if you really wanted.
I'm not calculating. I'm working on it myself.
You have to brush up on. Oh, all right. I mean, percent, seriously, cut the shit. You don't know shit about vector, anything to do with vector. You don't know shit about math.
Well, if you've forgotten how they work, the quickest way to refresh yourself is go look up a calculator and see how it works.
So you think you know about vectors
just calculating
and now
it
you
wouldn't
got the
be
whole
doing it properly, right?
Is that it?
And then I know how to add vectors that are parallel quite easily, and I'm pretty sure I can remember how to add non-parallel ones. But that's when you have the magnitude and the direction, not necessarily the point.
Percent. You don't have to. They don't have to be parallel. From the point that he gave me. Shut the fuck up. They don't have to be parallel. You don't know.
It's much easier when they are parallel, though, right?
No, it's not any easier at all.
Well, if you were starting with just the format he gave with an angle and a magnitude, yeah, it makes it easier if they're parallel.
Well, we're not talking. I told.
But you're not right.
I told him two vectors, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Two-dimensional vectors, two-dimensional vectors. That's what I told him. Told him from the beginning. I've told him now 3 times. How fucking long is it going to take you to get the answer?
Stop addressing me and let me work on it, and I will.
Oh, let you work.
Who gives a flying fuck about your vectors, you fucking idiot? Who gives a flying fuck about your math?
Would you like to try the vector addition while we're at it?
Take your vector and stick it up your rear end. You think you're traveling at 11 vectors
I thought
without
you were the
feeling
one,
it?
Montreal. You were the one who was saying we were moving in 10 million vectors, and that's why our Earth can't possibly be a globe because we're moving in 11 million different vectors or some shit.
Shout out to SC coming in hot with the insults. Way to go, SC.
You're making fun of percentage for calculating
he's a
vectors.
fucking idiot.
Meanwhile, you
will always
think
be
that
done.
math. Why don't you let me finish?
Get used to that, SC. That will always be done.
You think that math describes where you live. You think because you can calculate something, that's where it's at. You're delusional.
And math describes where I live regardless of where I live.
Math makes number pictures.
You think you can describe 4 million miles an hour mathematically? You are delusional.
You just
did. You just fucking did. You just said 4 million miles per hour.
Just number art.
You just did. You idiot.
Yeah, but he understands it's a made-up arbitrary number.
You think you won't feel that? You think you won't feel 4 million miles an hour, you monkey?
You think that you didn't just describe it mathematically?
Get on a merry-go-round. Let's push you about 20 miles an hour.
Shut the
See how you feel that? Yeah, suck a fucking ass.
What's the
Retard.
net acceleration?
Well, he's calling everybody a retard. Get on a fucking merry-go-round. Let's push you 30
That's what
miles
they
an
call
hour.
us.
What?
That's
And
what they
don't
call
hold on,
us.
dumb
We're
cunt.
just showing
Let
it
the
right
gravity
back at
hold you
them.
on.
We're
I
just
can
giving them
calculate
right
two
back out
vectors
Let
the
gravity
same
hold
shit
you
that
on
they
to
tell
your,
us.
4 million miles an
to
hour.
your
Calm down.
fucking
Wrong.
Calm down,
merry-go-round.
monkeys. Calm down. One at a time. So,
Yeah,
Essie, what is the
I
net
can calculate
acceleration?
11 vectors. Therefore, I'm traveling at 4 million miles an hour. You don't know how
No,
stupid
sir.
that
That's not a
sounds.
true statement. That's not a true statement. Now, what is the net acceleration? Isn't that what you should be concerned with if you're trying to feel something?
Do you know how an orbit works?
Essie, what
You
part of the
don't
body
ask me a question, you answer mine.
Yeah, I'll answer your
You're
question.
deflecting,
Yeah,
I see.
we'll feel it because every movement that we
We
make
wobble.
is not a perfect orbit. So every single
But you don't feel
movement, every
orbits.
single orbit should be felt. Yes.
No.
What?
You only
the
feel
net
mechanical
acceleration?
acceleration.
But you're too
Orbit.
stupid to
There's
understand.
no
boys
mechanical
who've ever
acceleration in an
jeez.
Says
orbit.
somebody
There
who
it
doesn't know
goes.
what the
Yo,
fuck they're
this is a lot.
talking about that's never proven
There's no
that either.
mechanical acceleration in an
Percentages.
orbit.
What's
and you're not
that?
orbit
What's
close enough
mechanical
to
movement on a
anything to feel
globe?
So yeah, it's a lot
Show
more
us that.
simpler than I thought it would be.
Wow, chill out.
Yeah, yeah. So tell
One
me.
at a
Tell me.
time.
It's 4-6.
Sorry, I
Good for
tried to
you.
get him to say something, but like it was the ultimate insult from SE. The fact that he turned around and called you all dumb because you didn't believe what he fucking said.
That's what he always
Dude,
does. He always
you're
calls
traveling
everybody
at 4
fucking
million miles an
dumb.
hour. They have convinced
Thank you,
that
Essie.
you're
Thank you for
traveling at 4
thank you for admitting
million
that,
miles
Essie.
an hour. Listen to that.
Thank you, SE. Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah. And that's
They
the
have
thing.
convinced you you're traveling at 4 million
Thank
miles
you,
an hour.
No.
SE.
Been convinced of nothing, and you're not convincing either. So try and prove that.
I want to know what the net
So
acceleration is.
Can you spell delusional?
Yes,
Essie,
SE
Essie.
Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Let's Essie, can you actually tone it down a little bit and kind of make some kind of a rational point?
Yes, this
No,
is a
we can't.
rational point. You are not precisely traveling at 4 million miles an hour at 11 different
That's
vectors.
a claim.
You
Can you
have
back
been
up that claim?
conned from birth.
Okay, that's a nice opinion.
Well,
Can
I'll
you
agree
back
with
up
Bart,
that
but I'm sure
opinion?
it's not precisely that number.
Yeah, I want to see that number and that. I want to see the 11 fucking vectors because I don't know if you could travel in that many at one fucking time.
Yeah, well, that's welcome to your
In an
fantasy.
orbit through the
No,
universe?
I'm.
Yeah, I'm sure
Hang on.
it'd be possible.
Yeah, hang on. I'm asking Montreal for the evidence of 11 vectors.
That's your fantasy. Look it up. Open Google.
Why? You're
and
the
see.
one with the positive claim.
Montreal, you know what happens when you're traveling in two different vectors? You know what happens? You add them up, and that's the vector that you're traveling in. And you're too
Right.
much of a
You know that
fucking
spider
idiot
thing
to
when you
understand
go
that.
on when you go on the carousel, it has that spider thing that's traveling all over, has these arms. I'm sure you
Yeah.
feel like you're going in one
Yeah.
direction, right?
Yeah, pushing forward back. Yeah, that was
Hang
a
on,
song.
hang on. Demo, hang on. And this is where Montreal just doubled down and fucked up because if you take any single point to which that person's moving on that spider fucking carousel, it's only one vector.
In your fucking dreams, idiot, because I've been on that and
There
I'm
you
going
go.
all over the place.
No,
You are
I said at
delusional.
one point in time, you idiot.
You're delusional, you fucking
And
moron.
yeah, Montreal, look, that's where you fail. Right there. Because I said at one point in time, you're only going in one vector. You didn't even
Only
hear
in
what
your
I
fucking
said.
brain, asshole. We're
No, you
traveling
didn't
all
hear
Montreal,
what
you
I
always
said.
different
call everybody
vectors.
idiots, but do you understand that at any given point you are only moving in one vector?
Only
do
in
you
your
understand that?
brain. Only in
You
your
don't
brain.
understand that. Okay, you don't understand that because you're a fucking
No, he
idiot.
doesn't.
One vector could be the
No,
sum
they
of an
convinced
arbitrary
you, the
number of
fucking
vectors. So
idiot,
what?
that you're
You
traveling
can't
in one
move in
vector.
two
You
different
monkey.
directions at the same time, Montreal. It's not possible.
Yeah, he doesn't get that. He doesn't.
To say we move in 11 different vectors is say that we are moving in 11 different fucking directions.
That's right, you clown. That is right.
No, that's what you're saying.
No,
Why are you calling
that's
me the
your-
clown? That's your
Incorrect.
claim.
Incorrect.
So
That is
cringy.
your model.
So
Incorrect.
fucking cringy. So fucking.
Okay, hang on. Montreal, if that's our claim, where's the citation that we move in 11 different vectors?
If you don't know your model, ain't my problem.
I'm asking you, where is the evidence for our 11 different vectors? You're the one who keeps spouting this shit off for the last 12 fucking months, and you haven't proved anything.
Yep, I've read them out before. Next time I'm home on my computer, I'll read them out again.
In chat, you slack cunt.
Listen, you fucking asshole.
Put it there now.
If you believe in a fantasy, and
on
get
you, that will
triggered,
make
you little
you
bitch.
fucking cry.
That's not my fault, you little
Davros,
bitch.
you're wasting your alcohol, dude. You should be feeling good, having a good time, relaxed. Chill.
No, I'm staving off the one last beer that's going to be in there. It's a Miller Draft.
That's not even worth drinking.
Right. So yeah, I've
wanna
got
piss
3
on your
left.
parade. All right.
Yeah.
How
It's
stupid
happy
must it
time.
feel
I'm drinking
to
Cherry
support
RC,
a
boys.
model that doesn't work? How dumb?
Yeah,
can you be?
Montreal. How do you get 11 fucking vectors? Because as far as I know, you can only have 3 at any one time.
That's because you don't know your model, dude.
No, it's because you don't understand quadratic equations, you dick.
We don't
Why
live
would
in
you be limited
equations.
to
Look, the
fuckface.
bottom line is, no matter how many vectors you have, you can always add them up to equal one vector.
Of course,
So-
magically, no matter how many you have.
No, it's not
they can all
magic.
make
No,
them equal
you
one.
fucking no. It's
You
not
fucking
fucking
idiot.
magic.
Same way I magically add 1 + 1 and get 2. Woo.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh well, it's magic because you can add. I mean,
Holy fuck! I'm
Montreal,
about to do.
so fucking cringy, Montreal.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
not even
about to
funny.
do something that is going to
It's
make
like
the
my
entire
tire is going in a
fucking room
vector
cringe.
down the road.
I'm actually going to back up baked. Montreal, you are a fucking idiot.
Yes, he honestly
you believe you're
is.
traveling at 4 million miles an hour? You calling me
No,
an idiot?
we
Fucking
don't.
monkey?
No, we
Davros, Can you
don't.
explain why you can only have a max of 3 vectors?
Okay, so think about that. You've got an XYZ coordinate system, correct?
Mhm.
Right? How can you
Yeah.
be traveling in 11 fucking directions?
Not necessarily traveling in 11 directions, but you could have 11 vectors, right?
What is a
There's max
vector?
3
Whoa,
vectors.
A vector is direction and magnitude, right?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the object is traveling in that
Hang on. Bring it back. All right, you're moving too fast. All right, you got to slow it down. A vector, direction, magnitude.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you're moving in one direction with a magnitude, how can you move off in 10 other fucking vectors?
So no one's
If there's
saying that.
11 things that you're going with or around at the same time.
Hang on. I'm talking
Your
about
brain
the
is
You
new
can only have
position.
3 vectors. You didn't say you could only travel in 3 directions.
Wait, we haven't got that far yet. We're talking about the first vector. You guys keep jumping ahead.
No, you seem to think that having a vector means you're moving in that direction. Well,
That's
that's not
what a
the case.
vector
That's
is.
just
It's a
force
direction
applied.
with magnitude.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you're actually moving in that direction. It might not be
Then
a
it's
force.
not a vector.
Percentage. We can define
No,
that.
it's
We
just
can
a magnitude
define
and
it that
direction.
way
So you
as
could
a
have
matter
that
of
vector, but it might not
physics.
affect your movement. I mean, it might not mean that you're moving in that direction specifically.
Percentage. I can define your
Seriously.
You can have
vector
more
as
than 3
15
vectors as far as I
million
know.
and 0.
I'm sorry. I've got a
already
bunch
added
of
that.
people that don't even know how to read a fucking roadmap trying to tell me what a fucking vector is. They
You're
don't
trying
even
to
know
say
how to
that you
use a
can only
You don't
have
even
3
know how to
vectors.
do
As far as I know, that's not
vector
accurate.
Percentage. Wait, what? I told you we had 2 vectors, 2-dimensional. Each of them are 2-dimensional. 1, 2, and 3, 4.
Yeah.
What was the?
I already answered this like 3 minutes ago. I told
No,
you.
you did. No, you fucking didn't.
Okay,
It's
for those
all
that heard,
recorded. Go look
I
back
did.
at it. Go look
Yeah,
back
go
at
ahead.
it.
Go
See
look
if
back
you-
at it. You'll see that I mentioned that it was 4-6, and it's surprisingly
What's the
simple.
answer?
4-6, and it's surprisingly easier than I thought it would be. Like the bar is low with you.
Okay, so why did it take you literally an hour?
Because I thought it was going to be harder, but I realized that it's
Oh,
very
you thought
low,
it was going to be harder.
low
Vector addition,
hanging
you thought
fruit with
was
you.
going to be harder. You thought
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
vector-
harder. I thought it was going to have to do with like the figuring out
You thought
vectors with
vector
angles and stuff like
addition
that,
was
where you would
going
have
to
to do
be
more
harder.
calculations than just adding up.
Go easy on him, Beans. He forgot how everything about vectors work and had to remind himself.
I mean, seriously, honestly, it's fucking cringy.
Yo, you're the one that still couldn't answer the question that I gave you with the angles. You need them in point form. You need them coordinate points.
Give me 23 degrees. I can't do this shit in my fucking head. How the fuck am I gonna do 20? How the fuck am I gonna figure out what?
Well, hurry up and do it while you're talking the whole time. While
too.
you wanted percent the same way you wanted him to.
I graphed mine out on a graph.
And then talk to us the whole time real quick.
Thing. I told him to add 2 vectors, 1, 2, and 3, 4. They're both 2-dimensional vectors. I told him to add them.
Yeah, I graphed mine out, and then I realized that I didn't need to because it was surprisingly simple. Simpler than it needed to be.
You realized that you didn't need to. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Which vector is the merry-go-round going in when it's
You realized that you didn't. I asked you to add the vectors, and you realized that you didn't need to add the vectors. Okay.
No, I said I graphed it out, but then I realized that I didn't need to graph it out because it was that damn simple.
You were that fucking
I did the work though.
dumb.
Now can you do the work and figure out? Do you remember the magnitude and directions that I gave you?
Graph that shit.
Sure he
out.
doesn't.
Do you remember the magnitude and the angles that I gave you or not?
23. Tell me the sign at 23 degrees.
Oh, please circle it out.
So that's what I'm talking about. Oh, there's a vector that's 24.75329, and tell me, add it with this other shit. I gave you a very simple thing. I told you 1 and 2.
36.
I told you it's
hang on.
vector.
Baked. It's time to calm the farm. All right.
I mean,
I know you own one. Hey,
honestly,
dude. Just
percentage.
Remember, we had this conversation 2 hours ago, mate. Bring it back.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop.
You're getting excited. All right.
I'll stop. But
we're still waiting for Montreal to bring that citation of 11 different vectors.
Well, to be fair, you said that you can only have a max of 3 vectors, and you haven't shown why.
Yeah. Up, down, left, right, forward, and back.
Those are directions. They're not vectors, though. That's like the direction of movement.
So,
yeah, I agree. You can only move
twice.
Percentage, you can't even fucking add vectors. So
I agree. You can only move in 3 axes. But that doesn't mean that's 3 vectors only.
Hey, girls, we're going to quit bickering about this, okay?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Go ahead, Dabro.
Yeah, anywhere in between those coordinate systems, you could create 1 vector.
Yeah, of course. There'll be 1 net vector of the net direction you're moving.
You can't have
vector? What the fuck is
have more than 3. You can have more than 3 vectors making that, right?
No.
Well, then I'm pretty sure you're disagreeing with math and everyone in this room.
No. I'm working on a
like
coordinate
8 sides
system.
to the cube.
No, I'm working
inside
on a coordinate.
And outside.
Oh, damn! Shut the fuck up.
You could have 100 vectors and you add them all together, and they'll have 1 net vector.
Oh,
but you're not limited to 3 vectors.
We're in a motion, okay? The motion will have a vector. Okay,
that's fine.
You
but
can
be made up of more than 3.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me get there, because dude, I'm gonna come all over your face in a minute. Now, think about this, because I reckon this is where Montreal gets it from. Is the fact of Earth going around the sun moving around the galaxy moving around the universe, and from there, I don't know where the fuck he's talking about it, because they're the only 3 motions I can think of.
That's because you're a fucking simpleton. That's why.
Oh, okay. So you explained to me the other 8 motions that the planet is doing.
He's sitting on the pickup ride at Disney World.
Ah, okay. But explain to me the other 8 directions that the planet is going in. I gave you 3.
When I get home, I'll read them to you next time I'm on. I have them
No.
all written down.
You could at least
a fuck what you want.
give me at least 2 now off the top of your head, because every time I've asked you this, or when I got home, I'll read them off to you. So obviously you don't fucking know.
Do you remember any of the others, even if it's not all of them?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, SE Montreal, you don't know shit about what the fuck you're talking about.
Yo, have you figured out the answer to the question, Baked Brains?
You want to taste my balls?
Go fuck yourself.
All right.
I'll make you suck off.
I went and I worked on my thing until I figured out the answer. Can you go do that?
Yeah, hang on. All right, I'll do this again for you, Montreal. I'll give you that the Earth moves around the sun, the solar system moves around the galaxy, and the galaxy moves around the universe. There's 3 vectors.
Have you ever heard of clusters of galaxies, you moron?
Hang on. No. I'll explain it again. Earth around the sun, solar system around the galaxy, galaxy around the universe. Right?
I'll explain to you again,
itself.
you fucking
Now,
moron.
give
Have
me.
you heard of clusters
hang on,
of galaxies?
Hang
you
on, I'm
fucking
not
dickhead?
finished. I'm not finished. What do you mean? What does that have to do with what I'm asking? Give me 2 other vectors.
You're too stupid to understand. You're such a fucking idiot.
Okay, so you
sounds
can't
like
answer.
You're too stupid to answer, SE. Just
I
answer
just
his question.
explained to
Coming
you.
up
Do you
with vectors
know of
doesn't really mean
clusters of
anything
galaxies?
because
That's-
Have you
that's
heard
it.
of the Great Attractor?
I'll give you two other. I'll
moron.
give you 2 other ones. So one other one is the Earth rotating
I just
on its
gave
axis.
them one. I just gave them 2 percentage. They're too fucking
Calm
stupid.
down. Calm
I'm
down.
sorry, I didn't
This
hear what
guy-
you said, Essie. Can you repeat it?
Yes, clusters of galaxies. There's also the Great Attractor, and a whole bunch of other things.
Okay, I will repeat myself
I'll
one
add
more
to
time.
that.
Hang on, no, Montreal, percentage, just hang on. Earth around the sun, solar system around the galaxy, galaxy around the universe.
All right.
Now,
here's 2
What
I
are
other.
you,
want
fucking
hang
parrot?
on. I now want 2 other vectors.
All right. So one is Earth rotating on its axis.
No,
The other one is everything expanding
no,
outwards.
no, stop. We're not going backwards. Earth around the sun,
Well, you skipped one.
solar system around the
Fuck you. Who the
galaxy.
fuck
The
are
first
you?
one you should
Who the
mention
fuck
is
are you?
Earth spinning on its axis.
That's irrelevant to this point
No,
of
it's not.
conjecture.
No, it's not, you fucking dick.
Yeah, I want you to go
Percentage, You
forward.
can't even fucking add vectors. You can't even fucking
Baked
add
beans,
vectors. So
you
get the
still
fuck
shouldn't be
out.
talking
That's
because
not
you haven't
Hey,
answered the
you don't
question.
know shit about vectors.
Yo,
Snake,
show your work,
stop.
figure out the answer, and then come at us
Actually,
with
more
the
vectors
answer.
is kind of a silly exercise. I
What-
mean, we can add the motion of the tidal forces, the motion of the Earth's crust, and another dozen silly things. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, we basically said Earth around the sun. Whether
Yeah,
it's
but
spinning
spinning
or
of
not, the Earth is still going around the sun in this instance.
No, they're 2 different movements. There's Earth actually moving, and then there's Earth spinning on its axis.
No,
There's
it's because
2
now
different
you're
Too
using a
stupid to
fucking
understand
minutia. And that's
Well,
the thing. You guys
So
are
you're
bringing
saying-
it
are you saying the
to
spin
a
of the Earth is
fucking-
negligible?
Minutia. It's a silly topic.
Okay, so the spin
Yeah.
of the Earth is negligible from here on out.
For most things, yes.
Okay, so
It
the
was
spin of the
irrelevant
Earth does
to
not
the
exist.
point.
But the spin
It
of the
was
Earth
completely
the spin of the
irrelevant.
Earth is
All right,
negligible,
so
but
there's
it's
no spin of the
also
Earth, guys. You heard it here
all-
first from the Globers. There's no spin of the Earth. You don't calculate it as a vector at all. There's no effect of
Oh,
it.
percentage. Don't be a
That's fine.
dick.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Yes, the spin of the Earth is negligible for almost everything, and it's also the biggest of all those vectors.
All right, there's no vector.
Unbelievable, man.
All right, if I need to complicate it for you, okay. Spin of the Earth, Earth around the sun, solar system around the galaxy, galaxy around the universe. Now give me the other 2.
Okay, universe
V.
expanding outwards. That's another one.
That's
Dude,
not
it's
motion of
bigger than
objects.
the universe. That's
Do you
part of
know
it.
about clusters of galaxies?
Everything in the universe
moron?
expanding
That's
outwards.
the 4th time I asked you that.
Our
Oh, cool.
motion of us.
Yeah, the
How
motion
is
of
naming,
us.
Other objects, really.
Apparently,
naming galaxies? How is that a vector?
You have no clue of where you live, man. You absolutely
No,
have
no.
no
How
clue.
is
It's
saying
amazing.
clusters of galaxies? How is that a
Have
vector?
you heard of the Great Attractor? Have you heard of the Great Attractor?
How is a great
That's
attractor
how fucking
another
stupid
vector?
you are, dude. They all are moving towards the Great
How is it a
Attractor.
vector?
I just told you, you fucking idiot.
No, you didn't.
Shut your mouth and listen.
Slacker.
All-
No, you're not answering. Slacker,
answering you,
can you
dick
understand
face.
what he's saying?
I mean,
Are
you've
you
got 2
listening,
vectors that are going to be
fuckface?
associated with it. Our velocity
Is your
towards
mouth
it,
shut,
and our
fuckface?
acceleration towards it.
I've
Have you heard of
given
the
these
Great
I
Attractor?
fuckers-
couldn't hear a thing Slacker said.
Curved, you cunt. Have you heard of the Great Attractor?
I can't hear a thing Slacker was saying because people keep over talking. He can give a simple answer.
Yeah, you'd have
I'm
2
giving it
vectors
to you
associated
slowly.
with it.
Have you heard of the Great
Jesse,
Attractor?
shut the fuck up. Let Slacker
Fuck
answer.
you. You asked me a question, cunt. Have you heard
Mr.
of the Great
Cunt.
Attractor?
Actually, no, he didn't, but whatever.
So you haven't heard of the Great Attractor, you cunt.
It's not within our realm of the universe, you idiot.
But we're
Dabbers.
still accelerating
Jesse's
towards
muted.
it.
Let Slacker talk.
We are accelerating towards the Great Attractor, so yes, you can say that's a vector. It's a meaningless one, but it's there. And there's a velocity associated with that acceleration, obviously, so that's another vector.
So that gives us one. Where's the second one that we asked for?
You could also say the motion of our cluster within our supercluster, the motion of our galaxy within our cluster, the orbit of our sun around the galaxy, the vertical motion
said that one.
of the galaxy, yada yada yada. It's all silliness.
Yeah, you're right. It is all silly. It's all fiction.
Yeah, but
it's
SE's fucking go-to.
You don't understand because you're a
Acceleration is the only vector that matters.
Baked, you shouldn't be
None of
talking.
these
You should be
accelerations are
working
actually
on your math
mechanical,
problem.
so
Please
they
show
don't
your
matter.
work.
And of those acceleration vectors, the biggest one is Earth's rotation, and it's not noticeable.
I'm still failing to
miles an
see
hour, not
where you've got
noticeable.
11.
Because, like I said, acceleration is the only vector that means anything for what we actually feel.
Oh, really?
So
You
get on
think
the
you could be on a
merry-go-round and tell us
vehicle
how you don't
traveling
feel
at
it.
4 million miles an hour and not feel anything? Really?
If I'm not accelerating,
Let's push the merry-go-round 1,000 miles an hour and see if you feel it.
Yeah, Montreal, do you think
delusional,
we...
bro. They're
There's an
fucking delusional.
acceleration related to that.
and that's why the only one of those 11 or however many ways you want to dice it up, vectors, that we could actually theoretically feel is the rotation of the Earth, because that's the only one that has a mechanical component to it because we're sitting on it. And it's small enough that we can't notice it.
Okay, Davros, do you want to agree now that there could be more than 3 vectors?
But we're only
No,
ever moving. You can only say that we're ever moving in one direction. We're not moving in different directions.
As
They all
you
have
said, as you said earlier, one net vector.
That's fine.
And that's it. You can't keep saying 11 different fucking vectors because you can't move in 11 different directions at once.
What's a curly
No, but
Q
you
in a
can say
circle?
11 vectors making one net vector.
Well, you just say one net vector. Why do you have to complicate it?
Well,
It's called
you
spiral.
seem to think that you can have more than 3 vectors.
So you admit you're wrong now about only 3 vectors,
They know
right?
what a
You
spiral
admit it?
is.
No, I'm not going to admit anything to you, you lying piece of
Because
shit.
you're a fucking dick, that's why.
You don't know shit about vectors.
Okay, hold up. Here's a question for Davros. So if you could only have one net vector, then why did he limit it to 3 vectors?
Because I didn't say net vectors, did I?
Okay, so if we're not talking about net vectors, you can have more than 3, correct?
Did I say that?
Yeah, just right now. You said you're not limiting it to net vectors.
Why? You've only got 3 different coordinate systems to be able to deal with, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, but those are axes, they're not vectors.
Hang on.
Let me ask the question a different way, if you would. Davros, what is a net vector? What does that
It's the
result from?
accumulation of all things acting upon that direction.
It's more than one vector, right? You're adding up or whatever, multiple vectors to get that net vector, which is the one direction.
With all the gears inside.
Hang on, shut up.
is
Kurt's
that correct?
talking to me.
You don't know shit, so.
Essie, you're really not helping. So is that? I mean, the net vector results from the work of multiple vectors.
Part and parcel, but also the acceleration.
The sum of.
Okay.
Well, the acceleration is a
I think we've
vector
got
too.
this.
So
I think we
Yeah,
got
well, that's
this.
the
Anyway.
magnitude. Yeah. But it's no, but the thing is, Montreal couldn't name fucking one other apart from galaxy clusters. Like, dude,
Montreal
did name it to you. That is one, idiot.
hang on,
Hey,
I'm not
man,
finished.
I told you
I'm
about
not
the great
finished.
attractor, which you had no clue.
Yeah,
moron.
yeah.
How
So
embarrassed
therefore,
are you?
space exists.
Davros, you are a real dummy, bro. You didn't even
So
know
does
about the great
space
attractor.
exist?
You didn't know about the
SE.
great attractor.
Essie, just blurting out great attractor
You didn't know
is
about
not describing
cluster
a
of
vector.
galaxies, you moron.
Dude, I know about the great attractor and I know about the great cluster as well. Dude, you want to
Before we move on to the great attractor, can we get an honest concession from Davros that there was no need to limit it to 3? Because if you're talking about the net vector, you limit
No,
it to 1.
hell no. No, of
And
course
if you
it's
don't,
not
then
gonna
you're
do
limit
that.
it.
I'm not going to do that.
Why not, man? Can you be intellectually honest and just give us an
Dude,
honest concession?
percentage. You didn't even know how to add vectors.
Why are
and
you
you're
talking?
telling
You
him-
still have a math problem that
Why
you
are
haven't
you
solved.
fucking talking? Because you didn't even know how to add vectors.
Work on your math problem, show your work, and present it.
Mate,
but
you
look-
can chill with that, but Cunnage, you can chill with your intellectual honesty shit because you are the last person in the room to be throwing stones about that.
I'm the first person.
No.
You shouldn't be. You are
Hey,
the but you should be the last.
Degrees and the wrong caliber for a 102.
Again, diverting. Can you honestly concede it or no?
Hang on, how the fuck am I diverting for your fuck
said
ups?
that it's limited to 3 vectors. We've said now that there's only one net vector. So if you're limiting it to 3 vectors, then that's wrong to say if you're talking about the vectors that make up that net vector, right?
Wait, hang on. You
can
guys have
more
to
than 3
believe-
vectors that make up the
Hang
net
on,
vector.
hang on. Percentage. Stop repeating it.
Well,
Let me
are you gonna
talk.
concede or not?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Davros,
You did
can you
not
just
even
give it
know
up
how
so
to
we
do
can
the
move on,
most
Davros?
Basic vector addition, and now you're trying to get him to
Baked.
concede on something.
Baked, why haven't you gone to sleep yet? Your mother wants to know.
I mean, we can move
she
on. I just
does?
wanted to make it clear that for whatever weird reason, he doesn't want to like admit that he was.
For the same reasons you do what you do,
Oh my God!
No,
this
I admit when I'm mistaken. Rarely, if ever.
You didn't admit
you rarely
shit.
admit when you're mistaken. Correct.
If ever. If I'm ever mistaken, I admit it.
Fucking idiot. You don't even know how to do basic vector addition, you fucking idiot.
Hey, I got the question right. Have you done
Hey,
your
Baked.
vector addition?
Baked. I really don't need to hear that from you again, okay? We're trying to move forward and actually have some kind of conversation if you guys don't mind.
All right.
I've been trying to, but I keep getting fucking. I don't know what the fuck you call it.
There's a lot
You asked
of
me a
people. It's
question-
popular. People want to get in.
I
people
know,
have
but they
egos.
asked me a question 3 times in one fucking sentence, and I try to answer. They go, "Oh, tell me this, tell me
I'm
this,
sure
tell
you
me
can
this,
send
tell
your
me
math
this."
problem to the message thing, and you guys can work it out in a little side chat thing over there. You know, a little message area.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
So, do you
your
want to
little
concede
baked
or
bean
not,
fucking
Davros? Yes or no?
math
No, I'm not
problem.
conceding to percentage.
Okay, he's not
I never will.
conceding. Just like Chemo doesn't answer questions, move on.
Well, Baked
Well,
Bean
alright,
got about
enough
8
about
things
me.
wrong,
Let's
but
move
he's
on
trying
to
to.
the great attractor. Again, not me. Is like the other, you know.
Yeah, great attractor. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
Baked
get
Bean,
to
you
this.
said
know
about
what that
10
was.
things
I'm
wrong,
loving this. I'm
and,
loving
and
this.
you're
No,
trying
I
to correct
did.
percentage. You're crazy as
Oh.
hell.
All right, hang on.
Oh,
What's
really?
the acceleration towards the great attractor?
Anybody?
30
Hello?
exactly 13.
Not you, Baked Beans. SC.
Exactly
SC.
13.
What's the Baked,
All right.
shut the fuck up. SC, what's the acceleration to the great attractor?
How the fuck do I know what the acceleration is? What does
Then
that
why
matter?
are you bringing it up?
There you go. You don't
What
know
does
what the hell
that
you're
matter?
talking about. You don't
wanna
know what
talk
the hell you're
math?
talking about, Essie. That's what it
Okay,
matters.
so now we
Listen,
can move
you
on from
idiot.
this.
Go
That's
suck
been
a German
dispensed with.
lollipop, you clown.
It's
You
over.
have nothing.
Done.
You say nothing.
As he just said, it was a
Talk
vector.
about something else.
It was one of the vectors involved in the net vector. Are you guys denying that?
What's the
If it
magnitude
was a
of it?
vector, why couldn't he tell us how? What is it? Is
He
it?
doesn't
Didn't you
know.
there was
He
more
doesn't
than
know. He
100,000,
can't use it
you
in his
fucking
argument.
dickhead? Now that I told you, you think you're smart. You didn't know
Do
about
any
the
of the
great
flat
attractor.
earthers
You
here
didn't
know how
know
to make a
about
triangle?
clusters of galaxies.
You're
You
done,
are
SE.
a bunch
You're
of
done.
fucking
Your
doofuses.
point's done
Do
and
you want
dusted.
to define the great attractor, Essie? So we're all on the same page.
Who can make a triangle in here? Out of all the flat earthers, who can make a triangle?
We can all make triangles. You guys can make triangles too. But you know why you're making triangles? Because
You
it's a
don't know
flat.
shit about
We
science.
know
You don't
we
know
can make
anything about
triangles. I'm not sure
triangles,
about
don't
you
know
guys.
shit about shit.
You guys can't make triangles unless it's a flat Earth.
Yeah.
You're talking
That is
fast at
hilarious.
Bokantic to dodge the question.
Shut up. You're one of the
Triangles have
stupidest
Can't
people
make
here.
triangles unless it's a flat earth, he says.
By the
Yeah,
way,
that's
Essie,
right.
you were
Literally can't.
exactly Essie, you were exactly correct. I have never heard of the great attractor before you brought it up. So thank you for the
I'll help him, kid. I'll get
insightful. I never heard of it. I have never heard of that in my entire life. I have never heard of it. By the way, I have never heard of the globe either, and I haven't heard of London. So can you please bring up London so I can learn from your great wisdom, Essie Montreal? Can you also pretend that we don't know about London? If your whole point is pretending that other people don't know.
Shut up,
are you talking
idiot.
about the
You have
sun when
nothing.
you say
You always
lantern?
have nothing.
Yes,
You'll
shut up,
never have
shut up,
anything.
Essie. You have
You are a
nothing,
fucking
Essie.
clown.
You are a fucking
All you
clown,
do is
Essie.
insult people. Shut
All
up.
you do, you only insult people. You don't do anything, Essie.
I'm sorry.
Beans, you see what you've done?
Wait, hang on. Sorry, the Great Attractor isn't actually gravitating anything towards it. It's the center of our cluster of galaxies.
Okay, so Lori has
Did you
asked,
just look that up?
anxiously, albeit, a question of Essie. Essie, would you like to respond to the question?
I'll see when you ask it.
Okay, so now that that's done, what's next?
Okay, what's next is let's tackle the speed. How is it that we cannot feel us traveling at? We'll go with
same
1.5.
fucking reason you can't feel it when you're on a goddamn merry-go-round.
Essie, in order to understand an answer to your question, you have to understand you feel acceleration, not speed.
You are incorrect.
You're
with
on a
that
train,
statement.
Essie. When you're on a train,
how do you show that I'm incorrect?
Show me one place where you can put me, make me travel fast, and I won't feel it. Try it. Go ahead. I dare
On a
you.
bullet train traveling at 300 kilometers an hour consistently, you will not feel anything unless it slows down or speeds up.
I was
only
hoping
feel
you would say that. I
accelerations
was
in the
hoping.
motion.
You're wrong. I will bet you $1,000. You put me on that train, and I will tell you when I'm moving or not. How much
No,
you
no,
want to
no,
bet?
no, no, no. You will tell me how fast we're moving. You are a speedometer, a human speedometer, Essie. You can feel how
No,
fast.
we're not talking.
we're
We're
moving.
talking feeling the speed, feeling when you're traveling at that speed.
But
and
you
I
won't.
bet you anything. Put your house and my house. Put me on any man-made vehicle, and I will tell you if I'm moving or not. How much you want to bet?
That's awfully specific and restricted in what you're saying that you'll feel.
Yeah, but hang on. We could put him on a maglev and he won't feel a fucking thing.
I bet your house to mine, you little bitch. I bet your house to mine.
There's no lumps or bumps on a maglev, you idiot.
You fucking cunt. I'll
Hold
bet
on.
my house
Essie,
to
you're
yours
missing
right
the
now.
actual point.
You got any cojones?
Essie,
The
I
actual
have
point of the whole do you feel speed
So that's
thing is that
500
you're-
miles an
the
hour,
feeling
whatever.
of
You
that
think you
speed
can't feel
scales by
4
the speed.
million, you little
Since it
punk?
doesn't,
Who you think
you
you're
don't
talking
feel the
to?
speed.
I think I
You
have to
stay on
concede.
topic and answer a question. That's who I'm talking to.
Essie wants to be a real flat earther, so he wants to be homeless.
Essie, I think I have to concede to your
house where your
point.
mouth is. Put
Essie,
your
I
house
was
where
talking.
your mouth is. We'll all do it together. We'll bring a camera crew, and I want to take your house away from you, you little bitch.
Essie, I
nobody
think
can
I
take
have to
this bet with
concede to
you
your argument here.
and win
I
it.
think I have to concede, Essie. You saying that I will make a bet brilliantly proves your point. For example, in mathematics, I will make a bet with you. It's actually a valid logical proof. So thank you, Essie. You make brilliant points here.
This bet would not stand up in court. The court will find him mentally incompetent, and he's not liable to lose his house.
Does any one of you have any cojones to take me up on that?
No, I wanted a van down by the river.
It's amazing
You know
how
I got
wrong
you
you
now,
are
so
with
reverting
no
to ad homes,
realization
Sit down,
Essie,
at
children.
all
You've been
of how wrong
schooled.
you are.
Essie, do you? I have an honest question, Essie. Do you honestly think that I can make a bet with you is actually a logical argument? Are you seriously of that opinion? If you are a retard, sir.
No, you guys, you know
See,
I have
I can, Essie, I can actually prove that the Earth is not flat and you're an idiot. I will make a bet with you. See, you cannot debate against that. I made a bet with you, so I have proven my point. You have been schooled, Essie. Sit the fuck down.
you fucking
Because as
clown.
soon as I say, SE, you
So
know
you're
I got you.
reversing the argument to me. Why don't you stop talking?
Yes, I'm reversing it to show you that it's a stupid argument. If you cannot listen to this point, then maybe you have a problem.
You fucking monkey. When I talk, do not interrupt me.
I will interrupt you as much as I want.
You're an ignoramus bitch. You know I have you made, and now you're backtracking.
I know you. So why are you calling me names, Essie? Why did you get butthurt here?
I'm not butthurt. I got you guys by the short
You are
hairs.
butthurt because I didn't call you names. I didn't call you names. You called me names. So why
I
is that?
gave you an example.
Yes,
You
maybe
know I
maybe
have you
that's
in the
maybe the
corner.
reason why
I
you are
have you in the
calling me
corner, and
names.
now you are
Maybe the
spiraling.
reason why you are
You
calling
are
me names
talking
is
while
you
I'm
actually
talking.
got
You are
hurt by
spiraling
my
out of
logic here.
control.
Yes,
You are
his
talking while I'm
logic
talking.
is
You are
hurt.
spiraling out of control. You
I'm going
stupid
to go out
fucking
on a
moron.
limb.
SE, there's
Say
no need to mock
that
his
two
accent.
of you bickering over this, talking over each other, is very boring for everybody
This
in the
piece of
room.
shit
SE,
thinks
you
he's
have
I
better.
no
think I
point.
think we
Not
need
me.
to
No,
we need to
Lori.
move on
You
to
are a
You're not
preserves.
loser,
point.
Lori.
There's
Yeah.
okay. Are you done?
If he's done,
So
I'm
I
done.
see. Yeah, I will make one point. One point. I know that I probably won't get through it because Essie is being a little bitch and a childish person. But Essie, if you think that I will make a bet with you, if that kind of childish language is actually
Didn't you just
making a
say
point
that,
to you,
stupid
then you're
idiot?
a
Didn't you just say
retard.
the same
You're a
thing? Do you
stupid
think you're
person,
gonna get
Essie.
anywhere with this? La 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 la. It's not gonna work, clown.
Yeah,
You're
but
dealing
this is
with
the
me
thing,
now,
Montreal.
monkey
Every
boy.
time you're on the back foot, you go,
I
I
consider him.
bet you money. I bet you this because
I'm on
I
the back
think.
foot. I just put my
Hey,
house
hey,
down,
hey, hey,
bitch.
hey, 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 why'd you call me a bitch? I didn't realize I was your mother.
I'm on the back foot when I'm the one telling you guys and you're
Yeah,
chickening
but
out of the bed.
I'm
Are
explaining
you
to you
squirming?
something I have
Work
seen
with
you do for the last couple of years. Every time you're on the back foot, I bet you $100 I know better than you do. I bet you $1,000 this. Thing is, you have not provided a single piece of fucking evidence for the last hour and a half.
Dude, you want to go on a mag train? We'll do it. We'll set a meeting. We'll put the money down.
I want
and we'll
evidence of
sell
your
it. We'll
11 vectors. I want your evidence of 11 vectors. Wait till I get home. Well, where are you now?
fucked on the
You
train,
should
right?
be in fucking lockdown. What the fuck are you doing out and about?
You know I have you fucked on the train, right? You know I
No.
have you, so now you're going
No,
back to
because
the
we already
vectors,
have
right?
experiments done on the trains that show no feeling of acceleration.
I play with you guys, man. You guys are like fish in a barrel for me. It's so funny.
Yeah, and you
4
couldn't
million
hit him
miles
because
an
you
hour, and
forgot
then
to
you go to a
load.
maglev. I put a bet, and you chicken out at 500. Why is that?
What do you mean? I chickened out. Are you a fucking retard or something?
You think
Can
I
I-
won't be able to feel anything on the maglev train? Isn't that what you said?
Have at
You will not
constant
be able to
speed.
feel your velocity.
Yeah.
Yeah, constant speed. I bet you anybody here that I will feel it. Are you guys scared?
No, you won't. If they black out the windows, you won't even know you're fucking moving.
Okay, so take
You
the
do
bet.
realize this is
Do you have a
this is a
house or
false
do you have a
bet, right?
camper?
You can't
Yeah,
prove him wrong in this bet because
What?
it's his feeling. You can't prove him wrong in this bet.
No, it's not a feeling. I will tell you.
Oh, we
if the
could.
train
It's
is
just
moving or
not
not.
likely to happen.
That's exactly
We're
what
not
you're.
going to
This is
kidnap him
exactly
and stick him on a train.
problem that you're having is that you're talking about a feeling, which is yours, and you're saying, "I bet you I can feel it." Well, you could lie to us. I mean, unfortunately,
Well, he'd have a
that's how it
50-50
works.
chance of being wrong if he
I'm
lied.
lying. Sean,
Hey,
you will know if I'm lying.
Montreal, it doesn't matter because you can do that, right? So it's an unprovable bet because
What do you mean I
you
can't?
you can
John, I can.
Of course
say
it's
whatever you
provable. You
want,
just have to do
and we
enough tests
cannot
to show
prove
that
you
he's
wrong with
wrong,
it.
that he's getting no better than a chance at guessing whether he's moving or not.
Yep, you can just guess.
That's
you
right.
really think
Yes,
that?
he can
Okay,
only
so
guess.
I'll take the bet then.
I just told you, it's your feeling. Nobody else can confirm your feeling.
Yes, we
except
can.
for you.
We're not
Sure
talking
you
about
can.
feeling
You'll
like
know if the
emotion.
train
We're
is
talking
moving or not.
about sensation. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, we can confirm whether
Can
he
you
actually.
prove? Hold on,
We
hold
can
on. Let me
confirm.
finish. Let me finish. Can you prove his sensation?
Yes, we can confirm whether his sensations are accurate or not.
So you can confirm his sensation.
Yes, we can confirm whether
How?
his self-reported sensations are accurate by
How?
testing it repeatedly and seeing if he gets better than chance at his guesses.
So again, you are going to continue to ask him, "Do you feel it?" Right? That's the only confirmation that you can get out of it. There's
It's
no
like he
evidence
didn't even
there.
listen.
That's not even evidence.
It's like he didn't even listen.
No, he did, but there's the one thing that Montreal's not considering here. If they black out the windows, how are you going to know you're in motion?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You test enough times and you see if he's better than chance at guessing whether he's moving or not accurately.
So
Because
how
a
many
lot of the
times are you
time-
going to take this train?
Yeah, but a lot of the time when you're in a train, the moment you get into a tunnel, there's a difference in your sensation. I can guarantee it. Anytime you get on a train, you go through a tunnel, your senses change. So you can't trust them, can you?
Yeah, but as he was ready to make a bet, so we can't really debate that he wins by default.
Yeah, well, that's a loss by default. Oh, I bet you this.
It's an open bet for anybody.
No, it's not. It's a fucking stupid bet because you know that there's no way to prove either one of us right or wrong.
And by the way, we all know, Essie, we all know also that it's a hypothetical question that you're asking only to make a silly point. Like you're actually going to go through with the bet even if we agree to it? You're never gonna do it, Essie. We know that.
We don't have a bet yet. Let's go through with this and see how SE wishes to lay out the bet, the formalities of it, the technicalities to actually define it. What is your bet, SE?
My bet is put me on a train, blindfold me, and I will tell you when it's moving or not.
Now, see, we can't let you feel the acceleration, the starting or stopping. So we're going to have to have you go to sleep, and then we'll wake you up and you tell us whether it's moving.
Accepted.
And we're going to do it several times just to
We win.
avoid the fact that you guessed correctly the first time.
Accepted.
Will he
You
be
do-
blindfolded
Oh,
and have earmuffs as well, so he doesn't hear and see anything?
Oh, dude, every precaution, every
Seems
fucking
reasonable.
every sense will be covered.
Get one of those
No,
fancy.
no. You're not.
Get one of
covering
those
my
fancy
senses.
mattresses and have him lay on that too, so he can't feel
No,
any
no.
vibration.
What? No. That ain't gonna
Oh,
happen.
hang on. He's altering the deal now. In barter
You
terms,
said
do not alter the
blindfolded.
deal.
You said
All we're doing,
blindfolded, and I accept it.
Essie, all we're doing is removing your ability to get some hint from acceleration. But you're claiming that you can feel
acceleration
velocity,
has
so
nothing
that
to
should
do
be
with
fine,
my
right?
ears or my eyes or
Yeah,
you
hang
can
on,
block the
hang on.
windows.
Slacker, he doesn't want us to eliminate variables.
These variables shouldn't matter. They're all about removing sight and acceleration,
Yeah,
not velocity.
yeah, they're variables in him noticing shit, hearing shit, tasting shit. Because that's what you're
When
going to
you're on
taste is
Earth,
the
is
shit
your
ice
eyes
cream.
closed? When we're on Earth, do we have our eyes closed? Do we have our senses not
I
working?
don't know about you, but I have my eyes closed approximately a third of the time, or a little less.
Yeah, I can't hear shit when I'm sleeping most of the time either because I snore too fucking loud. Come on, Montreal. Why did you bitch out when I said we're going to shut off your senses to do the test?
Because
you're changing the goalposts. You just said
No,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
blindfold
No,
me,
the goal
and
has
I
always
accept
been
it.
for you to feel velocity, not acceleration.
Velocity
Your
is
senses-
felt within the ears. There's nothing to set. You can't shut that off. So you don't have
What?
to worry about the rest of my
So
senses.
if that were true, then all of this other stuff, removing them should be fine, right?
Exactly.
No,
So
you
you're
said
just-
you're gonna put me on a train blindfolded, and I accept it. So I don't see the motion.
Yeah, but we're also going to give you earmuffs so you don't hear the train.
Oh, anything else? Maybe you want to give me some morphine?
Yeah,
so
no,
I can
because you
pass
said
out?
you
I don't
could.
know.
Hang on. You said you could feel it, not hear it or see it.
We don't really need to deprive you of any senses except apart from vision and sound as soon as you're being already in a constant acceleration. But we do need to eliminate for your senses when you are accelerating so that you don't get hints through that. So is that
problem, no
reasonable,
problem.
Essie?
Accepted.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
I'll
maybe.
take
Now I
that
just have
bet against any one of you here. As much money as you want.
Right.
And I'll
you
take
still
the bet.
don't have a good
No.
bet. You
Now,
don't have a
obviously,
formalized bet.
logistically, this isn't likely to happen, but
No, it's
But-
just he just ruined it by going, I have to make the money, mate.
Everybody who's been in an airplane knows that SE has superhuman abilities to feel this velocity alone without any acceleration.
Especially anyone who's had a delay and fallen asleep on the tarmac.
Just ask Helen Keller.
By the way, we could also install accelerometers on the train so that we can see if there was some kind of actual acceleration that was the hint, so that we can invalidate results that aren't accurate.
Oh, for a slowdown or speed up.
Yep, you can do that as well.
See? You do realize how complicated this bet is now, don't you?
It's not
How are you
complicated
ever gonna-
at all, gentlemen. You know very well that I will be able to detect.
How do we know
You know
before
it.
we
you
even...
know it. You feel it in your bones. You know
How-
there's no way that you could be traveling
The only thing
at
I
500
feel
miles an hour
is
and not feel
acceleration.
anything. You
How
know
do
it.
you know?
You know it.
Wait,
How do
hang
you
on,
know
hang
what
on.
we know? How do you
Hang
know?
on, hang on. Yeah, hang on. This is one that's perplexed me all the time. So if your odometer breaks, in other words, the speedometer on your car, how do you know how fast you're traveling?
We're not talking about the speed. We're talking about detecting the
I'm
motion.
asking you a simple question.
And yes, we have always been talking about speed or velocity, as we usually say.
No.
You
We're,
specifically
I'm
have
telling
been
you,
SE.
man, you
Yeah,
guys
okay.
are.
All
There's
right,
no talking
Montreal.
to you guys, man.
Montreal, I'll lay it out for you. You're traveling at 60 miles an hour, right? And your speedometer breaks on your car. In other words, it no longer registers you're at 60 miles an hour. Are you going to either keep up with the cars that are in front of you and next to you, or are you going to slow down a bit because you think it's broken, or are you just going to continue on thinking you're doing 60?
Punch it.
What kind of a stupid question is that?
There you go. You can't answer a fucking simple question, you idiot.
You guys are fucking brainless.
What kind of a stupid question you ask me if I don't see my speedometer, if it breaks? What kind of a moronic, idiotic thing is that, dude?
Well, how do you know how fast you're going if your speedometer's broken?
Who cares how fast I'm going? I'm talking about feeling the speed, feeling the
That's
motion.
the
That's what I'm
same
talking about, you
point, you
moron.
idiot.
These people want you to extricate you from your own 5 God-given senses, not trust these people. Man.
That's what they're trying to do, dude.
What?
No, he's
God
saying he
given-
has an extra sense,
Fill the
not one of
merchant.
those 5.
You absolutely have no absolute idea about
Skeptical.
where you live.
Stop. I didn't take away any of his senses. I took away the measuring
Mate,
device.
but why are you trying to tell? Okay, what are you trying to say? You're trying to sell us a faulty idea that our God-given senses are untrustworthy.
You can't tell if you're doing you can't tell if you're doing 60 or 50 miles an hour.
Mate,
Yeah, we're not saying that our senses
being on a
are
train, being in
untrustworthy,
a
at
car,
least not right now.
being in a
We're
car,
saying
on a
that this
train,
isn't
on a
one of
boat.
them.
You don't have any sensory ability to distinguish between
We
50
definitely
miles
have.
an hour
We definitely
and
have, mate.
500 miles per hour.
No, but we
What?
can feel the speed. That's
Not
the
by
whole
feel.
thing. We can feel the
Sight.
motion, dude.
Sight can give you clues.
Yeah, but your mind will play tricks on
No.
you. Just like if you get off of a
You'll feel that shit.
boat and you're on land after being on a boat for a long time, you feel like you're consistently moving, but you're not. You're still on land.
But you don't feel the speed difference.
See, guys, how you are completely brainwashed, mate. You are
Cruising 50 in a car, cruising 500 in an airplane. Smooth ride in both. You can't tell the difference in speed by feel.
But both experiences
This is
are
shit
actually
simple.
curve. Both experiences are completely different. So
So how do you know you're going 500 in that plane then, Curb?
I
If
will
you can't tell.
respectfully ask you to not address me skeptical because you are pure nonsense. Thank you.
Mate, I'm telling you, mate. I don't because you don't like.
I know
my
you
work.
are, and I really wish you wouldn't because
you know that
you're
I'm
full of shit.
you know that I'm reasonable. You know I'm pretty much
You're a
reasonable.
mong.
My
You're an
logic is
absolute
sound.
mong.
It cannot be refuted. That's your big
No,
problem. Man.
you're worthless.
Scared. You're absolutely scared and terrified.
You are Demok with the accent he wishes he had.
You know, Because, mate, I'm reasonable than every single baller.
You're babbling
I'm proud of
unreasonably.
myself. You understand?
You don't feel speed.
This is really I wish there was a way we could
Curb,
get
how do you know your plane is going 500 if you can't feel it and you don't know? How do you know?
Instruments, of course.
So you could just be going
Pilots
60 miles
trusting
an
their
hour in the
senses have
air,
caused
and they could just
many,
tell
many
you you're going 500, right?
I know
The
the
pilot
difference
is trusting
between
their senses over their
Philadelphia.
instruments. They're liable to crash.
Oh, I think
know
you
the
know the
difference
difference from
between
50
Philly
to
and
500
Miami.
miles an hour.
Not if you can't
I
see the
have a
ground.
watch.
Great.
I'm loving this. The flat earthers are contradicting each other. It's brilliant.
How come Curved is mocking
We didn't
Skeptical
contradict
and
each other.
not allowing him to make his point? What's happening there, Curved?
What came up?
So you're
You
saying you're mocking Skeptical of some kind?
Are you questioning a mod?
Yeah,
Hang on,
because
Davos.
you're preventing, I guess, from speaking then, right? Because now
No, I'm not, Chemo. Why are you lying about me, Chemo?
Because
I never said one word to prevent him from speaking.
But he's not speaking anymore. He was asking
I
you a
didn't do
question.
that. That's his choice. If he
Yeah, but
chose
he was
not to
asking you a
speak,
question, and
that's
you were
his
like,
choice.
"Oh, I'm not going to answer."
I
you
never
because...
once told him not to speak. No. I told him not to address me. I'm
Yeah.
not listening to him. I'm not talking
I
to
don't
him.
care,
He's
mate.
a mom.
If
He's
you-
worthless,
No,
Chemo.
again.
He's
Yeah,
free
that's-
to talk to the
mate,
rest of the room,
you can-
Chemo.
you can
I've done
control
nothing to
the
stop
flow.
him from talking to the rest of the room. I wish you wouldn't do it over me.
Yeah, but that's not very welcoming. If you tell someone,
what
I don't
you
want to
did,
talk to
Chemo,
you.
Why are you
is
here to
wrong.
begin with? Why are you here? Why are
Bad
you here to begin
Chemo.
with?
Chemo, go back and sit in the corner.
No,
facing
again,
the
Kev,
corner
why are you
with your
making
dunce
guests
cap
feel
on.
Why are you here? Why are you listening to us, mate, in the first place? Why are you here? So why are
'Cause
you
he's
here? Why you exist here? Why do you exist here? What's your purpose if you want to listen to other people?
Skeptical.
See what I mean?
No.
Stop.
Why should I talk to this guy?
And chemo.
Go fuck yourself.
Then you
know?
just kind of ignore him. You
Hey.
don't say, "Oh wow, we're going to start a little riot and not have
Yeah,
people
but
talking."
chemo.
I
You're
didn't
very
say
popular.
that.
You're very
Those
popular,
guys-
Curved, and you'll influence
Right.
others to
It's
follow fashion,
absolutely
right?
horrible.
Oh, newsflash. Chemo's dishonest.
Because you're very popular, Curve, you'll influence others to follow suit if you start a little bandwagon, right?
But chemo.
I'm not starting a bandwagon, Chemo. I told the stupid cunt not to address me. I'm not listening to him.
No fucking go fuck your community. Bitch. No one fucking care about you if you wanna listen to me. I don't care. I'm here to talk to other people.
Oh,
Just
jeez, I'm gonna have to
mute
open up
alone.
the wine in a minute.
I'm gonna fucking mute him. I'm gonna speak on his behalf as well. I'm gonna mute him locally. That would be right.
You're not allowed to mute mods in this
So,
room.
People, right? At the end of the day, right? Being disrespectful towards others.
Do I have to read out the rules to this
But
guy?
this is the point I'm making. He's not being
Which
made to
that's the
feel
point, mate.
welcome.
I'm not being
and,
fucking mean.
you
I'm
know,
talking about this
Chemo.
What?
Rule number 8. The
What?
mods are always right. Always.
Hey, no fucking mod is right.
Hey,
Especially
Chemo,
this
how are you
fucking
supposed to
Curve.
know what he's saying when he's talking
He
with
doesn't
the
deserve to be a
something
mod
in
to
his
begin
mouth?
with, right? The problem, right? At least we have to be just here. At least if
There
someone
it is.
wants to listen to me, at least no, listen. That's the point, mate. Right? You say,
Skeptical.
how is just and fair?
Skeptical. The rule is right there. I've just posted it in chat.
Which
Rule number
rule,
8.
mate?
The mods are
Which
always right. Always.
All right, so listen to what I'm saying. If we're here to obviously make
So
people
you're
feel
God-
welcome, right? And if we've got people not allowing that, he's not going to speak. He's not going to give his opinion. He's not going to have a discussion. He's going to feel like
Chemo, stop with this mad fucking lie
We
campaign.
were fucking speaking about
free
the
to
fucking
speak to everyone
of
in
the
here,
earth, and then he
Chemo.
said, "Oh, don't address
He
me."
can
Don't
talk to
address
me.
other
I'm not
people who are
stopping
willing
him
to
from
listen.
speaking to me, Chemo.
yeah, but he shouldn't
I
be
told
into.
him
He
not
shouldn't
to.
be into like
When does me
fear.
telling somebody something ever have any fucking effect, Chemo?
Bitch.
Look, he shouldn't be in fear or worry of free speech, right? He should be able to speak.
Hey, Chemo, drama queen, get off your
Don't
throne.
worry, Kim.
Let the people talk.
Fairly. I have my complete sort of freedom to, speak the way I please.
Let's see if
I don't care
Skeptical
about
has
these
anything
people.
sensible to say.
No, mate.
Skeptical,
at
do you
the end
have
of the
anything
day-
sensible to say?
No, I'm
What do
sorry,
you mean
Laurie.
about
I can understand you better than Skeptical, mate. I can't even understand what he's fucking saying.
You
Me
definitely
neither. I
have-
actually had him very, very low. So I'm just baiting him.
Okay, never mind. That's, again, guys, you're trying to solve that faulty idea that our God-given senses are untrustworthy.
And also, if free
No,
speech
we're
is the
saying that-
thing,
No, you guys are completely mistaken.
hang on,
because you
hang on.
are-
Skeptical. If
carry
free
on.
speech is the thing that chemo is proselytizing, why is Baked Brain still muted?
Which big brain?
Baked Brain.
Baked
Cool.
brain.
Cool.
So I'm not here to judge, mate. I'm not here to judge him. Probably he's done something. I wasn't around. It just came along.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll just move along.
Mate,
Move
but
along.
again, it just came. I was completely joined the conversation. You talk about the whether it's of his moving and not how can you detect spin, etc. Then the
But how
fucking
do you-
curve. He said, no. Again, that's you entire. So I'm gonna leave in a moment because you guys, you're absolutely horrible. You know.
Oh,
You are
dude, you've
even
seen nothing yet.
disrespectful. No, you are disrespectful towards every single one of them because you guys.
I have no
you
reason
shown
to
your true
respect
colours.
you.
You've shown your true colours at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
You've
but
shown your true
respect is
colours, guys.
earned, mate.
You're a
And
bunch
until
of
you
liars,
earn
mate.
it, you're not
Respect-
going to
you have
get
no
any.
respect.
Yeah, do you understand how
Respect
to get
must be
respect?
earned.
I'm a father and a grandfather.
I
Respect
don't
is
care about being a
earned.
father. I'm a father as well. I have 2 kids, mate.
Yeah, exactly. And you earn
So-
respect. You don't get it given to
Uh,
you.
I don't care,
Yeah,
mate.
but you
Just
know what the
respect must
respectful
be
thing to do
given
is?
because
To admit when you're wrong.
Yep,
I have
percentage.
zero respect for mumble rap.
so go fuck yourself. Go fuck your community.
Percentage. I don't
Right.
think you should be the one proselytizing that shit, mate.
I'm prophetizing.
Propagating lies and
prophet when it comes to
propagating
that.
lies and fakery and
Flat Earth prophet.
fiction.
Flat Earth prophet.
What would the kid say if daddy doesn't admit about his 3 things that were wrong? What would the kid say?
Fuck Montreal.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole.
You asked.
No.
And when you got fucking answer, you didn't like it. Well, so shit.
Yeah, no shit. My son actually, my son when he was 5, so a year ago, turned around to Chris Berry and told him he was a bitch.
Yeah, but so you realize that like when you refuse to admit when you were wrong about something just because of false pride, you want to save face.
Percentage.
My
Don't be
respect
a
for you went down a
hypocrite.
little bit.
Do not be a hypocrite,
I'm
buddy.
not being a hypocrite at all. I admit when I'm wrong.
All right. So, do you have 2 STEM degrees?
Were you wrong about the 3 vectors?
Montreal, are you wrong about being a human?
Were you wrong about the 3 vectors? Be a man.
Are you wrong about being a man?
Your children could be listening. Be a man. Do the right thing. Were
Why
you
would they
wrong?
be listening? It is 1:45 in the fucking morning.
Let's pretend they're listening. What would Papa say when he's wrong?
Banging out the Zeds, that's what they'll be doing now.
Yeah, no shit.
Papa would lie just like the government.
The respectful thing is to be truthful, whether you're
Sweet.
wrong or right.
Government now? Cool. I'll make it a mockery.
What, like, yeah, mocha chocker. Put some chocolate powder in with some coffee and you've got a mockery.
Yeah, exactly. I like a good mocha. Nice icy one. Be delicious.
Yeah.
So if your kids asked you, hey, Pop, were you wrong about the 3 vectors? What would you say to them?
Go
I'll
and
say
get the
Montreal's wrong about 11 vectors.
I'd say go and get a cup of hot chocolate.
They won't admit it, man. No matter what,
Come
they
on,
will
come on,
not
you
admit
gotta
when
say-
they're wrong.
Come on, you got to say that was a touche. Come on.
Gotta be, yeah, at least.
You bastard.
2 weeks,
Sad,
you're still a lot
sad.
better.
You're no fun, Montreal. No fun at all.
Come on, Demonic, you're sad, bro. You gotta admit when you're wrong. Be a man.
What
You
am
can
I
do it.
saying? I take
You're gonna
antidepressants.
feel really good after, I promise you.
No, I won't, because I keep... Every time I see you, I ask you for your citation for these 11 vectors. When I get home, I'll read them off to you. It's like, dude, you're never home.
Bro, I read them out many times on Jose's, on Brandon's. Where have you been?
Was I there?
Okay, I'll make sure you're there on the next time. Forgive me.
Because, like, I want to know. So, we could get you to at least 5 if we go to the supercluster, but from there, you're pushing.
I'm gonna read them out to you, bro. I have them written down.
But once again, what's the magnitude of those accelerations?
That is not the important.
That actually,
the important thing is if you put a little D in your mockery, you get demockery.
Yeah.
what Slacker actually asked is a very good question.
Because you can't have a vector without a magnitude.
You don't have a big D? It's a little D?
You can't have a vector without a magnitude.
Alright, so put a big D then.
They can only handle a little bit of it, though.
Imagine how pathetic you have to be to have a name like Quantum Erased and stay online all day and just insult people. Imagine what kind of a loser you are.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard that guy even talk.
I have. I know what he sounds like.
Not much better than his fucking text, so yeah.
Well, if he wasn't server muted, he'd be telling you to fuck right off.
Hey, exactly.
You think his dog likes him or his dog bites him when he gets home?
I don't think he owns a dog. He got rid of he got rid of the last one because it said the Earth was flat.
The dog was smarter than him.
No, but seriously, imagine what kind of a low-life loser you have to be to do that day in, day out, to get like your kicks out of insulting people. What kind of a fucking life must you have?
You beat a bit.
Chemo, he manages it.
To his level.
Chemo might know what you're talking about there, Montreal.
Yeah, he manages it.
Oh, come on.
No,
Chemo's a gentleman.
What is SE trying to do right now?
Yeah.
Suffice to say that it's not a good look, and we all know that.
Question.
Actually, hang on. So, Montreal, if you think Chemo's a gentleman, I want you to ask Chemo what flat Earth tastes like.
What kind of question is that, bro? Come
Well,
on.
hang on. Where is it? Oh, hang on. This.
Tastes like truth.
Truth, yeah, I'll go for that one, yeah.
Right, so he said it.
Victory.
Can you ask him what the taste is? Is it Windex?
Draw all the colours on the window, yeah.
No, the taste of globes is like the taste of ass, like the back of balls.
Yeah, Demok, it was the taste of flat Earth, you idiot.
Yeah. Paint a picture
Well, what's
of
the
the
taste
ass
of
on
the
the
back
window.
of some balls, idiot?
Dude, I just played the actual clip of Chemo saying
think we
you can
got it.
taste the flat Earth.
Yeah,
don't
and,
think
you were listening,
Taste it.
Davros. Flat Earth tastes like
Flat Earth, Willy Wonka, wallpaper.
Flat Earth tastes like success, Davros.
No, it doesn't.
What does
It tastes of
what does success
Have you ever had a
taste like?
taste
Can
of
you give me a flavour?
Have you ever had a taste
Good
of
one, Chemo.
success?
Success.
Yeah, have you ever tasted success, Davros?
Yeah, I did when my children were born.
That was success.
Well, it is because they didn't die in childbirth. That's a pretty big fucking success.
It's the taste of no regret. It's the taste of not lying. It's the taste of not being a bullshitter or a little bitch. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You've never
Demo.
tasted these things before, you
Demo,
see.
it must
You've never
taste
tasted
pretty
freedom,
sour,
yes? You've never tasted truth, right? You've never tasted flat Earth,
what
right?
does truth taste like?
I've just told you.
You see the first picture of the
Success.
basketball player? That's truth. That's an alpha. You see the other one? That's a rookie.
So what
That's
flavor?
a clown. That's a cucked individual.
Tastes like victory.
What flavor is it?
What victory?
flavour is it?
Success. What does it taste
What
like?
flavor is it?
It's
Well-
sweet. It's a sweet flavor.
Sweet flavor.
It's sweet. It
Be
tastes
more
sweet.
like the Shack, less like a
Sweet Jesus.
Tastes sweet. Yes, this success, Davros. You should try a taste instead of losing all your life. Yes, you've been tasting.
Hang on,
failure.
Chemo. Back in 2016, you said that like
Anyway,
half
I'll
the
clear that up for
population
you,
of the
Davros.
UK would be believing in the flat Earth. It's
Anyway,
now
I'll clear that up
2021.
for
Has that
you.
happened yet?
I'll clear that up for you. That's how flat Earth tastes. It tastes successful.
Okay, so well, here's the other thing too. Like Saddam Hussein, right? Apparently, he was on the verge of revealing the flat Earth before they killed him. Do you have a citation for that?
Now, again, as I've explained to your twin brother Cypher, we were talking about making up stories. Yes. So they were talking about space and rockets, and I made up a story about Saddam revealing the flat Earth. It was story time, not a big deal.
So you lied.
Story time, okay? Just like when we talk about satellites, or outer space,
So you
or
lied.
spinning ball. No, a story.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it was just fiction.
Of the audience and the jury,
fiction is
Chemo
not a
has
lie.
basically just admitted a lie by omission.
Yeah, it's just fiction.
Chemo, what do you have to say for yourself about the fact that you denied a lie even though you lied?
Yeah, just telling you fiction as you were telling us fiction.
So Saddam Hussein didn't know the Earth was flat, and the UK isn't 50% flat Earth. Yeah.
The same as the Earth is not a globe. Yeah, that's just a story.
Okay.
Story that's so damn insane.
Why is it insane? Come on, Poe.
Don't ruin the joke, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing, Chemo, right? A bunch of no, we're not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, we have in South Australia we have had nothing like what you've suffered through. You know why? Because we know how to Netflix and chill. That's all you had to do. Sit the fuck down, watch a few movies, shut the fuck up for 4 weeks, and none of you did it.
He's celebrating that he's an alcoholic.
Man, I'm an alcoholic. I'm rarely drunk on here. No, I just
stop ruining jokes.
Rich. Yeah, I know. No, it's all right, percentages, not at you. Chemo. I was having a good chat with Brett. He made me feel like having a beer. Had a couple of beers. What's the matter? Are you afraid of alcohol? Does it make you? Does the libation make you tell the truth? Well, have I been a bit more jolly for you, or what? A bit more entertaining? Oh well, look, dude. What? I'm not in handcuffs. What the fuck are you talking
Usually
about?
sad
What?
people get drunk that are real sad.
What do you mean sad people get drunk?
Real sad fuckers. You know, like
Dude, I
people that
suffer
don't
from
go to the moon
depression,
and come
whether
back
I'm
and
drunk
cry
or
for
not.
about
So
10
what
years.
difference
You
does
get
that
sad.
make? That's not how that works. It's I chose to drink some alcohol today, so I drank
It's a
some
sad
alcohol.
occasion.
What? Well, there you go. Well done. Good job, Chemo. Oh, I forgot he's an Aussie. They drink all the time. No. I had a good
Yeah,
chat with
nothing wrong with it.
Branch. Yeah, had a good chat with Branch. Branch made me want to drink. Oh, that sounds wrong.
Listen, if you look down a long bottle of alcohol, okay, you'll see that the vanishing line is where the liquid is meeting the clear bottle.
I'm not going to do that because I'm going to end up with liquid in my eye. You realise the majority of
You
the
drink at the same time, bro.
yeah, but
And
Chemo, you
that
realise the
line is
majority of
moving.
the people in here aren't watching what you're watching, mate. Well, don't steal a loaf of bread then.
I just
Okay.
made a loaf of bread.
Well, he probably does. He needs to be able to taste it. Oh, well, look, mate. I seriously think you need to take down a boomer. I don't know. He keeps hiding from you, apparently. I wonder why. Oh, that's right, because I gave you a little tidbit, didn't I? Oh, no, he turned into a complete and utter prick. Like, look, I'm an asshole, right? And I'm a cunt. But, yeah. Doesn't matter. Private matter.
Tell your brother Sheeple to get on here.
Dude, seriously. That's on him, not me. I don't like the taste of shit.
A bit spicy, isn't it?
It's a bit nutty.
Yeah.
Not always wrong, mate. You got to admit that. Oh, shit, you won't want me to talk to my psychologist then, will you? Oh, well, that's just if I tell them about the flat earth, they're going to tell me I'm even more crazy than I already am.
Are you telling me your psychiatrist is dumb?
I said psychologist, not psychiatrist.
Both. All three of the fuckers you go to.
Because you're a liar.
You gotta go to a psychiatrist, but we're the liar.
Bit of a downer if you have to go to a psychiatrist because you saw
Right, you gotta go to a psychiatrist and you have mental problems and you're trying to talk to a flat earther about what?
Yeah, but
exactly.
what I like is I've explained to Chemo that my psychologist wouldn't like to hear this. I'm drunk, and it's like, tell me the truth about the flat earth.
Well, bring your psychologist in here. I'll talk to him for a minute.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen at 2 a.m. on a Saturday.
Well, I'm just saying, when he's available, bring him in here. Get him when he's doing your thing. Just flip your thing on. Say, hey, I got a couple guys that want to talk to you.
But
Then I'll ask him how that makes him feel.
So which one of them does he talk to first? There you go.
Hey,
When
what
you're
if he
bipolar-
becomes a flat earther? Would that make you happy?
But when you're bipolar, who do you talk to first?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Davros.
You have to ask the right fucking person first, and who do you know you've got, Davros or his alter ego?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Good
You've got to
question.
know Davros first.
Well, right
Exactly,
now we're
Mr.
talking
Demo.
to-
You need to understand
right
who you're
now we're
talking to.
to Little D.
You're talking to
Little
somebody
D Davros, the drunk one.
Well, I'm not the
drunk one
drunk
is
one
Little D.
always. I'm just taking
No,
Branch's
right
position
now.
because he's not here.
And then later on, we'll be talking to Littler D, the undrunk one.
No, because I've got plenty of alcohol to keep me going all night. Why is it that you haven't got a single piece of credible evidence? What shape's the Earth?
Not a globe.
I mean, no one's seen it. You guys have sent up fucking high altitude balloons.
We've never seen all of it at once.
Oh, well, see, look, that's the problem we have.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, we did. We did it back in
your
1972.
cartoon fake pictures of nothing are not the Earth, son.
Well, how
You better
about
get
how
real.
about the photo that was taken
How
in
about
19...
you go up in a
Hang on,
helicopter?
hang
Or,
on,
hold on, no,
Demo,
you hang
Demo,
on.
Demo,
Go
Demo,
up in a hot
Demo,
air balloon or
Demo,
helicopter
Demo,
and take
Demo,
a picture
Demo,
right
Demo,
now,
Demo.
and then
Calm
go
me,
match
fam.
that other shit to it.
Calm
And
me,
then we'll
fam.
see if it matches what you take, then we'll believe you. It's really
I've got a
simple.
question. Got a question for you, Democ, about a Frenchman.
Yeah, go ahead.
Back in the 1930s, there was a Frenchman that actually took a photo of the curve of the Earth.
Oh, Picard, Augustus Picard, and he said it looked like an upturned disc.
No.
Yeah, what you forget about that part? How he described it?
You sure it was Picard?
Yeah.
I think you're in a Star Trek fantasy, mate.
No, that's his name. He went up in a
You sure?
bubble. One part was painted black, one part was painted white.
What do you mean he went up in a bubble?
And he had another guy with him.
He held the world's fucking highest single fucking altitude record on a balloon, and he also holds one of
Yeah,
the
because
records.
he went to 100,000 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, and he also did the Mariana Trench as well. But we can get deep enough.
But there's someone that did it prior to 1946/1947.
There you go. In the 30s, he did it.
What do you mean narrative is a Frenchman? You can't trust a fucking Frenchman.
Fucking history, anyway. Yeah.
You're trying to tell me I can trust a Frenchman? Why? He did it independently.
Independently?
Yeah, well, he wasn't funded by the government.
Are you crazier than shit right now?
I don't
better go
think
drink
you
another
understand what
six-pack.
I don't think you understand what
you understand
independently
what the
means.
government is, son.
He wasn't backed by the government to
Yeah,
do
they'd
what he did.
smash your ass right down. You try to fucking fly anything over where they don't want you to. You are slow.
Demok, I understand how much you like having
You
your
understand
arm
the
smashed,
Department of
but,
Defense?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, start flying shit in the air willy-nilly, motherfucker, right now. You and your kids and whoever you think, and you all get shot the fuck down. You're retarded.
What are we talking about right now?
I don't know. It was like a
I
soliloquy
don't know.
or something.
Go get in the ship and go fly over China or North Korea and see if you don't get shot the fuck down. He
Let
thinks
them
you can just
put-
go fly and shit and go anywhere you want, Curved, and just go fly over the military bases, go fly over the army, go fly over the fucking police, fucking over the prisons. Yeah, they'll just let you go do that.
Question.
What was the question?
Who are we talking about right now? Who are you talking about?
No, I wasn't. I was talking about a particular Frenchman who went up in a balloon and he managed to take a photo of the curve of the Earth. I don't know
When
his
did he do
fucking
that?
name. I just know he did it.
When did he do this?
In the 1930s.
You're maintaining that it's other than August Picard.
I don't, like I said that in my first statement. I don't know his fucking name. Just know he's French.
Okay, so you're not disagreeing that it's August Picard.
Well, I can't agree or disagree. I don't know his name.
Right. Well, you're not disagreeing. That's what I'm
But
trying
I'm
to
not
make
agreeing
clear.
either. Yeah.
I don't care if you agree. I want to make sure you're not disagreeing.
Okay, cool. We'll go with that.
You simply don't know. And
That's
now
right.
to Demok's point, he's backed by the government. Therefore, we shouldn't trust his image, his description, his anything of this because he was backed by the government. Is that indeed what Demok is saying?
I believe so.
Demok the deranged can speak for himself, can he not?
No, you didn't. No, why are you lying?
Wait, Chemo may have said it, and I don't give a fuck because, as always, it's not about Chemo. I'm talking about what Demok said.
I know. What's pissing me off right now is I'm going to have to go open a bottle of red fucking wine.
That would piss me off too.
Well, it's good shit though.
I've never experienced that.
Well, all right, Curved. It's either that bottle of red or Miller.
It's your own fault for not having whiskey.
Right. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to Curved. We're having a conversation. Shut up.
But we need to talk
been
about
drinking beer,
chemo.
Douglas?
It's not about chemo.
That's right. What do you mean,
You've already
professional
been-
globe earther? I'm a fucking amateur globe earther. This is just part time.
You've already been drinking beer, Davros. Just drink Miller. You won't know the difference.
Oh no! Look, mate. I'm sorry. That's like going from a premium beer to a Coors Light.
Why would you?
Blue Marble Science is here. You asked me where the experts were. There's one here, and Mr. Grim V. You can talk to both of them while I go and refresh my beverage.
I feel so insulted right now.
Not as a percentage rating, no.
Good morning, fellow Discordians. And afternoon and all that fun stuff, and evening, I guess, too, for you over there, Davros.
Address chemo properly. He is a respectable, high-class citizen. How are they taking it so far? You really should listen to that audio clip that Rez posted of chemo saying that he's a respectable, high-class citizen. It's classic.
Is it posted nearby? Let me take a look.
Just scroll up just a few.
We ain't ever gonna be respectable. What do you mean, ruffians? Oh my god. What are you, 12? What do you mean, no? Do you have proof?
You rascals.
I need evidence. Timestamp. Hang on, Grim. No, hold him to the fire, Grim. We want evidence that he's not 12. He reckons it tastes like success, and he can't tell me what success tastes like.
That's actually pretty funny.
I reckon it tastes like Windex.
Streak 3. I'm on a winning streak. Because he's on a winning streak. I'm sorry.
No, I reckon he's just cleaned. I reckon he's just cleaned his windows, and it tastes like Windex, mate. If not, it's like a bleach.
Oh, I get it. He's licking the paint.
Got a bit of a dry
You
mouth
gotta
after
remember it's
licking
morning
that
for me.
fucker, innit, you know?
I literally ingested my first sip of coffee, so it took me a little bit. Just give me a
Oh, dude, you're only on your coffee. Fuck, get in the dabs, man. You'll be loving it. I'm pissed as a cunt.
No, I'm too early for me, man. I just get up.
What do you mean too early? It's 2:00 in the morning.
Over there, yeah. Not here.
No, tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. But it is Saturday.
It's almost like we live on some sort of, circular, like roundish, bulbish thing.
It's weird. It's almost as if it's always 2:00 somewhere.
Yeah, I know. But like in 2 hours and 9 minutes, it'll be 4:20.
Damn. You got me, man.
Yeah, see, I know your number.
I can see it.
But no, look, I'm not talking to you right now, Chemo. I'm having a conversation with Grim. Like, me and Grim, like, we disagree on a lot of fucking shit, but when it comes to 420, we're on song. What am I doing? I'm just doing that, and we're part of DFEAM. No. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not as intelligent as me. No, I was having a conversation with Grim. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I was good with it. I don't think it was too wild or anything.
Thank you. What do you mean afternoon? I've been doing it all
Mom,
night.
Mom, I mean chemo. Mom, chill out.
Like, calm down. What's wrong? Can't people have fun? Yeah, and I'm going to
Took Chemo
continue
a second to
having
recover
fun.
after calling him mom. I could hear him smiling in the background. He was like, "This crazy motherfucker."
It's like,
Chemo. Mom.
Chemo, I understand how serious you are about the flat Earth, right? And how serious the majority of us are about the globe, right? But why is it that when someone's having fun, you happen to be the most driest, drab, let me say, mother figure around?
It's not.
I was having fun before you even entered the fucking room, so I was here first.
This is a gamer.
Excuse me,
app.
Chemo. Are you trying to
This is
destroy
an
my
application on a
entertainment
phone for
experience?
gamers. This is literally a gamer application. It's weird that you say that. It's for games.
Yeah,
This whole
exactly.
app is designed for fun, dude. What are you doing?
But that's the thing. I've been bringing the fun all fucking night.
All night.
That's
And now
not
that
what you want to hear
it's
from a moderator. A moderator is
what I've
giving you more positivity.
Yeah, but we're into Chemo's afternoon now, and he's having a cup of tea, and he wants it to calm down. Oh, fuck you.
That's true.
Calm down from what? I don't hear a fucking riot.
Turn down for what?
Yeah, turn down your fun. The fun police are here.
And I just hear a bit of camaraderie and a bit of a laugh, how it should be, you know.
Yeah. Between two guys who literally disagree on everything as well, by the way. Almost.
Except for 420.
Life's not that fucking serious, is it, you know?
No, but that's the thing. Grim and I have actually, like, basically wanted to murder each other, and we've still come out and still talk to each other.
Well, yeah, because that's civility.
It's not
You know,
real. I don't really want to do it.
Common ground.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, Grim. You know, when you get on your vaccines and your fucking electric universe, I rip down your throat, you do it back to me, but
Well, they won't be
we're still
around to
here.
breathe anything once they take their vaccine. They
What
won't even
vaccine?
be able to fucking breathe
What
anymore.
vaccine? It's just water. It's all right. It's all good.
Nah, it's a bag of nails.
No, it's just a saline shot. You're good.
Take that vaccine, you're dead.
Yeah,
What vaccine? What vaccine? Show me the vaccine. Come on, quick. Come on. Timestamp
No,
it
the
now.
actual fucking parts of it. I want to see every single bit of it, what it's made up of.
I'm almost feeling like Grim right now.